HELLDIVERS. Today is October 27, 2025, and the current time is 8:20 p.m. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, hang up or press 9 for more options. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Where's the game? Ah, there it is. Hello, comrades. I am your professional gamer streamer who is very much normal and regular and totally not eating a Filipino shortbread cookie thing that is like 150 calories each, and I'm eating like my second one in the past 5 minutes. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? How have you been after this fine weekend of whatever it is that you're doing? I myself am a little tired after playing a lot of weird card games over the weekend, but beyond that, I think we're good to go. So, how are all of you? You just got your flu shot? Oh, I should probably get that, shouldn't I? And COVID shot. I should probably get my COVID shot too, but I just recovered from COVID, so I'm not sure if I even need the COVID shot. Maybe I just need the flu shot. Oh my god, Espada still died. Oh, that's not good. Well, there goes our minigun bearer. That's really unfortunate. Oh, I'm sorry, Espada. Anyways, how are all of you doing? Hello, Goldrun and Krusty and Kefir and Dark Pika and Garm and Ray. Congrats to Ray for being first, because I was literally calling Ray right before stream and now she was here first. You existing? Is it bad? How bad is the suffering, Garm? I hope you'll be okay. Anyways, welcome to our Super Destroyer, the, I don't remember what I named this thing. The Fist of Family Values. We are here because we were trying to get some parts that we needed to improve our ship. So we did manage to get, I believe, the grav core and the grav panels out of this. And there's a lot of corpses that will also start to kind of rip apart into various bits and pieces, so we can make use of all that. So we'll probably be here for a little bit longer. There's also this giant complex that we should probably investigate, because holy cow, this thing is ginormous. So we'll get through that as well. Now, Espada did just die, so I do need to bury the poor fella. So we'll prep a burial site for them, and we'll also need to start digging out for just other bits and pieces. Like, there's a lot of steel components, things that we just generally need. Okay. Well, Garm, you know you're always welcome here to just chill, relax, and have a nice vibing time. Sorry, this overall is just really good. It's just really tasty. You got accepted into a Pathfinder First Edition West Marches campaign. 7 DMs and 50 participants. Holy cow. I love the concept of West Marches campaigns a lot. For those of you who don't know what a West Marches campaign is, in tabletop RPGs, the concept of a West Marches campaign is basically, what if you had a big world that was like a lot of like a frontier, right? Like an American frontier, or just some kind of like unexplored area, and multiple sessions like can take place at the same time, as all the different players are forming groups as they try to explore the world, and multiple DMs are like collaborating together to make sure this world works as intended. It's a really cool concept. They usually have a lot of players, so 50 players is actually a lot. I'm kind of surprised. Hope you have a lot of fun with that. That sounds really exciting. I wish I could do something like that myself, but just don't got the time to do it, unfortunately. But I think you will probably enjoy it greatly. As for me, I don't know why. I think it's just because I ate, but for some reason I'm like weirdly short of breath. I think because I just ate some food and I'm digesting it. So we'll see how this pans out. Also, let me just make sure my YouTube window's open on the other screen, because I don't know how many people are actually watching on that platform, because YouTube is a very strange platform. Oh, there's like nothing. It's literally just a blank slate. Is it a brand new world? Like, it had no sessions? Like, they're just in the planning stages? That's what it's sounding like. Oh, Espada died from a heart attack. That's what got them. Okay. Got it. Okay. We also need to do this celebration here, which will basically be a party, which is not going to really go too well, but I guess we don't really have a choice. So we'll run this really quick. So, anyways, if you've seen the schedule that I posted on Discord, the schedule's going to be a little different this week because I'm traveling up to Canada. As usual, it's time for the, the regular trip up to the great land of Canada, as Raid demands a sacrifice. So no stream on Thursday. And starting next week, because of a schedule change on real life, Tuesday is going to be pushed back another 30 minutes. So it's going to basically start at 9 p.m. US Central, adjust to your own time zone. Essentially, if you don't know, I partake in Kudo on Fridays, and that's being moved to Tuesdays, and so that's why. First session this weekend. Oh, it is the Final Fantasy. Oh, very nice. Very exciting. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. That sounds really cool. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of infested chunks that I think we can ignore, right? Yeah, we can probably ignore those for now. I myself have not played Pathfinder 1 in a long time. The last time I played Pathfinder 1, my friend was running the campaign, and it was basically themed like a Chinese wuxia campaign, and it was interesting. The problem is I'm not very familiar with Chinese wuxia like lore in general. I'm only familiar with the memes of it all. But overall, it was fun, and I like Pathfinder 1 a lot. Actually, my very first tabletop RPG system was, I think, actually Pathfinder 1. I think it was actually D&D 3.5, and then it was Pathfinder 1E, and that's kind of how I got my start playing tabletops. Right, that's basically how it went. Also, hello, Jaylee and Xanth. How are you both doing? Fly on sword, meditate for superpowers? Exactly, that is really how it is. And there's the whole concept like the Jade Beauty, the Young Master, the, ascending to the next plane of existence so you can defeat the Dragon Jade God Emperor. So that you can rescue your Jade Beauty and then defeat the Young Master or something like that. Something along those lines. It's completely nonsensical. And there's a reason why I don't actually pay too much attention to wuxia stuff in general. I just don't care for it. But I know a lot of people like it, so, if you like it, don't let my opinion change your opinion on the matter. We don't have any armor for Immoral, do we? That's tragic. We also need to run a funeral real quick. Oh, Espada was not part of our faith. Okay. Let's grab a few people. We need to go explore this dungeon next. Oh, you've gotten really into wuxia danmei? Oh, is it like... If I look this up, is it basically... wuxia danmei. Is this basically wuxia yuri? No, it's gay love. Okay. Got it. I've never heard of this term myself. Okay, got it. Interesting. Oh, shoot, there's a lot of bugs in here. Oh, hello. This is bad. Get out of here. That armor is not going to protect you, buddy. Oh, boy. I did not expect that to have a lot of very scary things, but here we are. Oh, jeez, you gotta start blasting them. These things are surprisingly durable. Okay, let's have you step back a little bit. We can, angle ourselves here. Tail Dragon probably needs to go back. He's hurt too much. Yeah, in the most crudest of terms, it's wuxia yaoi. So, I mean, listen, if you like that type of stuff, I'm not here to judge. Everyone likes their own type of thing. Which, I mean, if it's fun. Your first was 3E, before 3.5, you were 6. Oh, okay. See, I started playing D&D when I was in college. So my first campaign was actually with 3.5E. And I've talked about this before, but my very first class, my very first character, I didn't play any of the stuff from the base book. I played out of the Book of Nine Swords, the Book of Weeaboo Fightin' Magic. I have no excuse for why I did that, other than that's what I wanted to play, and my DM allowed it. So, yeah. I got really familiar with the Book of Weeaboo Fightin' Magic. Confirmed weeb. I feel like this is common knowledge. I don't know what you're expecting out of me. That should be something everyone knows. No, it wasn't the Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. Oh no, that's what Jan's talking about. Given the anime girl model, what do you mean? Oh shoot, Marksman's dying. This thing is actually kind of hard to kill. Can I have you swap to your gun? Okay, can I just... Oh, you don't have any more grenades. Probably need to make more grenades. This thing is surprisingly difficult to kill. Alright, better idea. Let's, if we stagger, let's pull back here. Better if we just move out. There we go. Alright, now we should be able to kill this thing if we're all this far away. There we go. Perfect. You go back. Okay, so you both are familiar with whatever series you're talking about, because I have no idea what series you're talking about at all. Like I said, it's not something I've really paid attention to. Like, Wushok content is just kind of out of my wheelhouse. What is this thing? Let me look it up. The Grand Master of Demonic Cultivation. Also, hello, Kefir. I see you on the YouTube side as well. Oh, you know it's crazy when it has its own Wikipedia page. That's how you know it's legitimate. The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, also called Modal Zushi, I probably pronounced that incorrectly. The Demonic Path Ancestral Master, or MDZS. Written by Chinese author, about cultivators. Published... Well, it's only published from... a very short amount of time. How many volumes is this? It can't be that much. Translated in 11 languages. The first 2 volumes became New York Times bestsellers. Wow. Interesting. Maybe I mean, it's not really the type of thing that I'm terribly interested in, but I wouldn't mind, like, looking at it and be like, alright, is this fun? Because in the end, a lot of media is just like, is this fun to read, right? That's really what it's all about. So maybe I'll give it a look, but I probably won't read it myself, just because it's kind of not the type of thing I would normally read, if that makes any sense. It has a lot of wild magic and political intrigue. Like, are we talking Game of Thrones level, or are we talking about something else? Let me drink real fast. Your favorite class is the Factotum. Adds into everything, even initiative and as class of most checks once per day per skill, among other things. Is that it? Is that legitimately a 1E? Is that a Pathfinder prestige class, or is that like a 3.5 class? Chinese anime is beautiful, like they take incredible work. I've seen a lot of, yeah, so I know the Chinese animation and anime industry has actually gotten a lot better over the past couple years. I don't know what they call it. There's like a special term for it. Similar to how Korean comics are called manhwa, Japanese are manga, and then I don't know what the Chinese version is. I think Chinese anime has its own name as well, and I don't remember what it is, but I've seen some of original Chinese animation on YouTube, like I've seen clips of it, and it's intense. Like, they do a really good job, and I think it's because a lot of those animators, like, you know, when they first started, they probably worked for Japanese and American animation studios, and then in South Korean ones maybe, and then now that they're bringing that knowledge and skill back to China, and they're having animations with Chinese characteristics, and they've done a really interesting job of, you know, showcasing that. It's really well done. I think those are the books that everyone. I'll keep the Wikipedia page open, and I'll take a look at some point. I might not read it, but maybe I'll just dump it on my Kindle, and if I ever have a spare minute, maybe I'll just read the first volume and see if it's interesting. I don't mind just reading random stuff as long as it's enjoyable. Also, we gotta move this supply cat. We're gonna build supply like this. Oh, we also gotta do that for this too. Ooh, yeah, we gotta hook that up. So let's hook this here. Let's go all the way here. We gotta do the same thing on this side too, so we'll just go straight up, and then we can auto supply the turrets when they're ready. Regarding D&D stuff, my actual first major campaign that I participated in that lasted more than 3 sessions was actually DM'd by another VTuber back before VTubers, back when I knew them as a friend from way long ago. So, oh geez, why is this not freezing things? Oh, is it because this door's open? Hold on, we gotta haul this. It's gotta get hauled. I think that's why this is locked down. We gotta move that out of the way, like now. All that, yeah. See, all of our meat's like spoiling, and I don't know how to make it stop spoiling. Oh, jeez. Alright, I have an idea. I think the only way to make this work, and it's going to be really dumb, is I'm going to build a walk-in freezer unit. Oh, I can't fit one in there. Alright, I'll have to fix something out. In the book, put down time chat, go back to look. Alright, have fun lurking, Jaylee. Tried Forever Winter again, amazing looking, but the gameplay still isn't fully there. What's Forever Winter? Let me double check. Forever Winter. Let's see. I think I looked at this game before. Ah, yes, this one. It's the one with the weird, spooky PvE extraction shooter, right? I will say, the aesthetics for Forever Winter, I think are there, but I probably wouldn't play it myself. I just don't think, one, I don't think I'm skilled enough to actually play it. Right, that's really the main thing. I play some shooters. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield, but that's the extent of it. Hold on. I don't know why I can't get this room to freeze. Well, now it's frozen. You know what? I think it's because people keep going in and out. The temperature can't remain... Oh! You know why? It's because this room is too hot. This thing is trying to vent temperature out in here, but this room is too warm. If you take a look, it's like 50 degrees centigrade in here, which is insane. So we need to find a way to cool this down, essentially. And you know, probably the easiest solution is just add an air conditioner like right here and hope that's probably enough. It probably won't be, but it'd be really funny if it was. Have I played Touhou? Yes. I have played lots of Touhou. Have I played it on stream? No, because Touhou games are very intense, and I like playing those types of games on my own time and not necessarily when I'm trying to do other stuff. So no Touhou on stream, but I have played a lot of Touhou. Oh, we are actually consuming too much electricity now. We gotta crank this up slightly to 60% capacity. There we go. Okay, so now this room is being brought down in temperature, which means this thing should be able to vent the heat out that way. Hello there, Combat Kool-Aid. How are you, comrade? Something got teased about big cyborg ladies. You want to play again? Cyborg ladies in my wacky extraction shooter about future sci-fi robots. Does it actually make the bitrate dive? I guess because of how many flashing effects are on screen, that makes a lot of sense. Human leather hats for the Bashy. We're not gonna give Bashy leather human hats. Where is Bashy anyways? Bashy's alive, right? Yeah, Bashy's hanging around. No, Bashy's just vibing. I think he actually got sick. Yeah, he's got the flu. Thankfully, Bashy should survive. We've been taking good care of him, because if we don't, Ray will kill me. So I'm gonna grab a small squad here. Why does Ray not have a helmet anymore? Where is Ray's helmet? Hello? What happened to your helmet? Oh, I wonder if her helmet got destroyed. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna need more of them. They're interesting looking. Define interesting. Like if I look it up on screen, would I get slapped silly by the powers of Twitch? Okay, we should be able to hit this up. I'm gonna need more grenades. You're funbound. Oh, you're funbound. Got it. Alright, hi funbound. I didn't know. Oh, okay, so you're wanting to switch to YouTube. Well, it's a good thing I've been streaming on both platforms for a while now. So, feel free to partake in whichever platform you find more enjoyable. Until we have 50. Okay, so this until 50. Until 50. And then this one I also want... What's the auto fire? Okay, so what I also need is I'm going to need more of these steel supply shells. We're going to put one in each. 1, 2, 3. Safe probably is a very ominous statement. Ooh. There is a Scorcher in here, which is concerning. Is there anything else in this room? This is a Lancer. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we can just go in here. If we just fling a few grenades, we should be Gucci. A defoliator ship has landed. Of course. Alright, swing that there. Now let's just start smashing this. We should be able to rip this apart quickly. Just gotta kill them before they can kill us. Alright, so we're gonna have you maneuver. Marksman did get shot pretty badly. Let's get you back out of here. Okay, this is getting really rough. Thank goodness. No meteorites. I know, it's unfortunate. I definitely respect your decision to avoid Twitch, though, after the recent catastrophe. Yeah, I keep up with it. It's a mess. I'm still gonna be on Twitch just because it's my primary platform, but I definitely am open to making YouTube a lot more accessible for people. I just don't know how to, like, a lot of plugins I use are designed for Twitch, though, and not YouTube. Like, YouTube does not have a, like, channel points redeem system, which is really unfortunate. Hello, Skypeon, how are you? Not go there. Let's go here. Let's lock this room up. I don't want anyone walking in here by accident. Come on, let's go in here. There should be a few more chests. We may have to go into that other spooky room. I say we don't go that way. Let's go here. Alright, so let's, could probably delete whatever pops out of there, but I don't want to risk anything, so I think we'll just go out. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll lock that, force this one to be hacked, and then hack the other door. And then that should let us access those points without risking the rest of our fine comrades. Okay, I'm gonna look it up then. I'm curious to know what these creatures look like. What are they called again? Mother Courage. Is a... Okay, Forever Winter. Okay, here. The Eurasian Mother Courage. Okay, yeah, maybe that... Oh, wow, that is pretty hardcore. I mean, that's technically Twitch safe. Just very unique looking. I'll give it that much. I'll give it that much. Oh my god, hi Magmar. This is Helldivers. It's just Rimworld Helldivers.
Wait a minute. This isn't HELLDIVERS.
How are you doing, Magmar? Also, hi, Marksman. There you go. I don't know why the bot disconnected, but now it's connected again. You've been lied to? I mean, I could play Helldivers, actually, but I think Ray would kill me because she would probably get motion sickness from me playing Helldivers. That's kind of like the main reason why I don't play Helldivers on stream, and also because I think my PC would scream in agony. Because whenever I play Helldivers, the game tends to come to a crawl at some point, and so that's why I don't really do too much Helldivers on stream, or if ever. I don't think my PC legitimately could handle it. Until I decide that I want to get a second PC for streaming purposes. Which is something I don't want to do right now because that's expensive, and oh my god. Maybe one day. Maybe one. Like I said, I love those types of games, and maybe we could at some point. But if you want to do a community type game, I did have a poll on Discord in case anyone's curious, where I asked, what type of community game do you want to see on stream? And right now, the winning option is... what's the bloody thing called? The winning option right now is Minecraft. So the options were Minecraft, OpenTTD, or OpenRCT2, or Zomboid. And right now, it seems that Minecraft is winning. You work during my stream hours? It's okay. I think what I would do is I would have the game open. Like, the server would be open off stream too. Like, if it's Minecraft, I would just let it be on whenever you work during your stream hours. It's okay, Magmar, I understand. Some people watch me while they work, some people watch me when they're not. I'm glad that you're able to have a day off and you're able to relax. I don't know what you've been up to besides that, but hopefully your work hasn't been too bad. The poll ended, kind of, but if it changes, like, I haven't fully committed, but it seems like right now most people want to see Minecraft, so... Right now, I am leaning towards Minecraft at the current time. So if that's what people really want, we will do the Minecraft. I could also play Vintage Story, yes. I do have Vintage Story, but I also know not everyone wants to buy another game. You know, another expensive game, I might add, because Vintage Story is like, what, 20 bucks? Hey, I have brain power. I listen to that song Brain Power whenever I play a music game. Also, hello, Alana. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, you don't have to take it home with you. That's good. Listen. Do you want to know what? Okay. Do you want to know what I think is selling me on Minecraft at the very least? Let me pull it up real fast. I saw these Minecraft mods that I was like, wow, that's awesome. If people don't want to play OpenTTD, okay. All right. If people don't want to play OpenTTD, I can still make people play trains. Also, I didn't realize there's a what's it called hype train going on. What even triggered the hype train? I know Magmar subbed. Is that the only thing that triggered it? That's so funny. Anyways, let's see here. Look at these beautiful trains. There's so many train mods. I saw this train mod, and it was called Minecraft Transit Railway. Okay, MTR. And this is one of the coolest mods I've ever seen. It literally lets you make a full-on functioning train network with signals and everything. And I was like, I want to try doing something like this. I don't know how this works, but like look at the very basic systems of it. And you can set up like your networks and everything like you're playing a transit game. And let me find a good example. I was watching a video earlier that like really showed off how cool it is. I think it was this guy's video. I think it was this one actually, yes. It's called Minecraft Transit Railway, MTR. So take a look at this beautiful thing. Wow, I don't know why it's like so slow, but it's basically themed after modern railways. I believe specifically this mod is themed after the Hong Kong Railway. Doesn't there might be a current mod pack that has, I think Create has trains. I think that's the one most people are thinking of. Minecraft Create has trains in it, and I think that's one a lot of people are using. But take a look at how sexy and beautiful these trains are. You can, well, one, yeah, you got to build your station, right? But once you build your, and then you got to lay out your tracks. But once you get all that done, oh, hold on, let me find it. Gotta be a clip here. I don't know. I saw this and I was like, this is so pretty. I'm like a sucker for this type of stuff. Oh, I don't know. Like I said, anyways, it's a thing I'm thinking about. But if I know Create has trains too. Minecraft. Let's see if I pull it real fast. Minecraft Create trains. I saw a clip of it too. Yeah, like this one right here. This guy literally 3 days ago. Hey, do you want to build a super crazy train? I know Normar always talks about Create. I think these are more like old style trains, but there's a lot that goes on in this because I think Create is very much like a mechanical engineering type mod. As you can see here, yeah, it's very much mechanical engineering centric. So it's something that I'll definitely consider as a option. Yeah, okay, so there, yeah, you can have trains in here. I've not played with Create myself. I've only seen people talk about it. But anyways, that's kind of the thing. I have to figure out which mod pack we're going to do if we end up playing Minecraft, if that's the option. If Zomboid wins, then I guess we'll pull up the Zomboid server again for like a month or two and see how that one pans out. And, yeah. Because it's either that or it's going to be OpenTTD with a perpetual server that's always going... Oh, who's dying? Oh, whoa, when did Ray get shot? Why is Ray dying? What shot Ray? I was not paying attention. Oh, shoot, she's got a permanent brain injury. There's a... Oh, I think she walked in front of a turret. Where was the turret? I thought I blocked off all turret access. Oh, shoot. All right, well, let's get Ray rescued. Okay. Anyways, answer, what was the question about how much Tylenol? I have consumed a lot of Tylenol in my life. Also, the autism thing is the mother has to be consuming Tylenol while she's pregnant with the child, so I don't think that applies to me specifically. I think it's a turret. Because it says charged blaster turret, but I can't find a turret where that would have shot her. I think everything else is dead. So I have no idea. The problem is that she's got a pretty strong... Wait, Tail Dragon got shot. Where is shooting? Hold on. Oh, there's literally a turret here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's lock that up then. Hold on, let's get you back to base. You know what? Hold on. You're a good medical. You tend to yourself now. Okay. Okay, okay, so we gotta get Ray tended to. She's got 21 hours, which is fine. But the brain injury... Oh, never mind, she just died. Alright, I think this is the second or third Ray that's died, so we gotta bury her again, and we gotta make sure we get all of her gear. Because I am not losing that gear. Alright, let's just get all that. And then let's have someone create the burial site. And then Immortal can have Ray's former gear. And that should be fine. Let's set, yeah, that should be okay. It's okay, it's Helldivers. Everyone is always dying in Helldivers. That's literally the theme. Ray of the Shallow Grave, what is your wisdom? It's okay, Ray. You'll come back. You have no idea. Is sort of interested in trains? I think it's a thing. Like, okay, here's the thing. You don't die, bring it back. All right, fine. Let's bring. Okay, so hold on. So Tail Dragon's dying over here, and I don't know if I'm fast enough to tend here. I don't know if I'm. Hold on. Before we revive Ray, I want to see if it can tend to Tail Dragon right here. Now that turret like ruined my existence. I wasn't paying attention enough to it. Blood loss is extreme. Should be okay. There we go. Okay, so you'll survive. Let's get you rescued. All right, let's get the new Ray back before she kills us. So add colonist. All right, teleport here, and then we're going to randomize this one a little bit. I don't like most of these. A lot. Why do all these suck? Sure. Slovenly, energetic, composed, nimble, and gifted. Cannot do dumb labor. All right, that's fine. And then load here. Oh, okay. And then we gotta make sure it looks like Ray. So we gotta find the hair. So this. 1 second. Switch the female, edit appearance, hair, head, switch here, eccentric angel, this one, okay. And then... Raise them very well, what do you mean? I haven't raised any of them yet. And then toolkit, name queue, oh, this one, hold on, we gotta assign this other one too. Okay, so this one is gonna be assigned to... Okay, both these aren't here right now, I'll give it to Ronnie. So Ronnie gets this one, and then this one over here is going to be Ray once I figure out how to do this. Ray, okay, there we go. So there's Ray, there's Ronnie. Alright, so Ray's alive, again, in an alternate form, and then Arani is alive, again, in an alternate form. I think that's as many beds as we have available, so we can't get any more beds for people. Holy cow, I've been talking non-stop, and I'm running out of breath again. What is wrong with me today? Yes, Ray's a ghost. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, so basically what have I learned? I don't want to go in front of this because there's a stupid thing here. But we need to get those panels. So let's try this again. I'm gonna grab these grab these 4 individuals, and we're gonna try to destroy that turret without getting ourselves killed. And maybe someone should go rescue Tail Dragon. I did not see that turret. I feel so bad. Now the problem, yes, Ray's dead. But we have new Ray. But we don't have gear for new Ray. We need more plasteel. Unfortunately, there's very little plasteel on the map. In fact, it's scanning right now, and there's not much. Now, I can't remember if getting rid of infested ship chunks do provide plasteel. They might. If they do, oh boy. That'd be really nice. Okay, let's get rid of this turret now. Easiest way to do this is I'm just gonna fling a grenade over there. Okay, so it's not... Is there no angle? There we go. Alright, quick, everyone stab it. Everyone stab it! Everyone stab it! Alright. Alright. Turret can't handle that. There we go. Now this room is saved. Okay, so let's get out of here. We'll ignore this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have these guys go around up here, and we're gonna enter the other chamber. Close this off. This one's open. Perfect. So anyways, yeah. I know I talked to Ray about Minecraft mods, and she's like, she wants Pokemon, which basically means Cobblemon. So that's a option if people are interested in that. Or we could try something that includes Cobblemon, but isn't necessarily the main focus. I don't know. Like, personally, I'm much more a fan of the techie mod packs, like the more industrial ones, but I'm not sure if people care about that type of thing, and if I don't want to force people to do progression content if they don't want to do progression content. A la carte modding in... No, not Rimworld. Minecraft. I meant Minecraft. Did I say Rimworld? I meant Minecraft. Rimworld is always going to be a la carte. Rimworld's always going to be whatever I want it to be. Which is basically to say whatever I want is going to be a disaster. With some redstone and TNT. That's not the techie that I'm referring to, but okay. Sell these. Now what else can I sell? What else can I sell to make money? I would like advanced components. Okay, maybe not that much. Until we can afford that. And then sell off... I think that's all we can sell to these people. That's fine. Terraformacraft. Isn't Terraformacraft the one where you have to basically go from a caveman to like a proper player? Hold on, let me see. Pixel or Cobblemon mod packs. Let's see what mod packs people come up with. I'm kind of curious now. Worst comes to worst, I know someone who made a Cobblemon mod pack, and I could just kind of probably poke him for questions on how to do this type of thing. When you make spawns on compatibility. Yeah, no, trust me, I'm well aware too. But who knows? I think as long as you... I'd like to find a pre-made... Oh, geez. Yeah. Get out here. I would like to find a pre-made mod pack that has everything kind of figured out for me. I don't really want to go through the effort of developing a custom mod pack, if that makes any sense. Because that's a lot of effort that I don't think I'm willing to commit. I don't think I want to go in this room anymore. I think this building is just a nightmare. Let's just ignore this. Maybe we just leave. Where are we headed? We want to go smack some bugs, don't we? You know what? That is perfectly fair. Oh, there's a... Hello, Lancer. To be fair, I don't trust myself to create my own mod pack. That's why we rely on other people to create their custom mod packs and work from there. You gotta fling a grenade over there, buddy. That thing shoots you. Alright, we gotta kill this ASAP. Come on. That Lancer has like a single mind, and I have no idea what it's going after. Okay, I think it was going for the turrets. Okay, fine. If no one trusts me to make a mod list, what if we just find a pre-made mod pack? Okay, with create. That's all I want. Actually, couldn't you just take any mod pack and just insert Cobblemon? I don't think it would cause any issues, right? I'm trying to think if that's feasible. And there's a very large, angry stack of vultures coming our way, so we gotta probably deal with that soon. Let's get everyone inside. Oh, no one trusts me. Hey, the what's it called packs usually turned out fine. The what are they called? The Zomboid list usually ran fine, except for when we did the Russia map, because that map was a little intense for the server to handle. Let me actually see what other options are. I'll need to take a look and see what options there are for Cobblemon. Yeah, that's true. Okay, the horse girl mod was really funny though. I had a lot of fun with that one. It was silly. Okay, what's going on here? I'm still hoping that I'm still hoping Build 42 gets multiplayer at some point, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. You want to know what's really interesting I found out? I found out someone straight up made a Project Zomboid Android port. You can legitimately download Project Zomboid for your phone, and I was like, that's crazy. I think it's even build 42. Like, someone has like a whatever you would call it, ready to go for it. Also, we need more bullets. I am not making enough ammunition for this. Why are we not making munitions? Oh, we don't have components. This one should be set to do until we have 50. We will never have enough components. Oh, it's pretty bad. My understanding is that it does not even have controller support yet, for whatever reason, which is hilarious, actually. Okay, let's go over here and maybe we can smack these things dead. All right, can't be that hard to kill the remaining birds, right? An unofficial mobile port of... Really? I don't expect that would go very well with the developers of Rimworld. At all. And we're gonna need to get more fuel soon. Who's got... Okay, you got a medical emergency, but you'll survive. Okay, I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I think we're gonna fly out of this. I don't think I want to stay in this tile. We got the core already. So, we don't need to... Wait, did we get the core? Oh. I don't think we got the core yet. I think the core would have been... Oh, it's probably in the other complex. Alright, I guess we gotta go back in here at some point. Let's go... Alright, I'll use the restroom in a second. Hello, Ranu, how are you? Everyone playing games with controls get an 8-bit do ultimate. I have seen the 8-bit do ultimate. And... Well, not the ultimate. Because I don't care about that. But I saw the 8-bit do, like, the really small controller. And... Like, the one that fits in, like, the... What is it called? Like, the Zero? And I am legitimately considering picking one up. Because... Not for... video gaming, mind you, but legitimately I think it would be really good as an art controller. So instead of buying like a $50 specialty art tablet art program controller, you can just have this controller, hold it vertically like a Switch, like a Joy-Con, and you can just control your art program that way. I think it'd be a lot more useful than whatever I'm doing right now, which is my art tablet has 4 buttons and then the 2 buttons on the pen. I could rather use this other one in my hand and it'd be a lot easier. So I'm considering it. Launching your phone mod list to make your phone explode. What do you... Oh, like, your Zomboid mod list? Fighting depression is what else is new? How bad is the depression? Oh, I guess that's a really bad thing to ask. I'm sorry. Hopefully you're okay, Ranu. Just relax. Everyone here is welcome to just enjoy the vibes and not suffer too badly. I need to pee. I will be right back. I have been chugging this water, and I don't know, again... Just need to breathe without talking. I think I'm talking too much without breathing, and it might be a problem. Apparently, I've forgotten how to breathe. One moment, comrades, and then we'll resume talking about Minecraft in a bit. I don't know what happened, but one of the muffs on my headset has disappeared, and I have no idea where it has gone. And I am trying to figure out where in the world it... What the heck happened to this? I don't really want to play... Oh, here it is. I need to get a new headset at some point. I've been putting it off for far too long because I'm too lazy to buy a new one because they're expensive, and I don't want to buy a new earmuff too because it's like $20-$30. At that point, I might as well just buy a new headset because holy cow, these things are pricey. But the headset still works anyways, so I don't know. Anyways, when I was in the restroom, I did actually Google some Cobblemon packs, and I found out there are a few that have Create. So, lo and behold, you don't have to worry about me breaking things in half, because someone else already did the work for me and made mod packs that are compatible with Create. So, if we do that, are people willing to play Minecraft Cobblemon Create, or should we do a tech-based pack instead? That is the ultimate question that I would like to ask people and see what they think. Or if not, maybe we just do vanilla Minecraft. But I'm not going to do vanilla Minecraft because that's boring. I actually dislike vanilla Minecraft significantly because I think it's just kind of too bland for me. So, again, that's why I'm kind of soliciting opinions. I think I'll open up a Discord channel to see what people like. You'd rather tech. I also prefer tech. You're not alone in that. Let's go in here real fast and rip this apart. Blood magic. Why do you like blood magic so much? Most mod packs I don't even know. Ooh, hello. I don't even know if a lot of mod packs even include blood magic. Oh, these were actual. Oh, hello. Let's get out of here. Out of here. No. Okay, you switch to your sword. I have an idea. Let's have you stand back here. Okay, you distract this one. Switch to here. Fling an... Can you fling an EMP? Okay, you're gonna have to fling an EMP in there. Gonna eat the electrical burns. Okay, now they're stunned. So now you pull back. And then you switch to your rifle primary weapon. Also over here. Quickly go in here. Gotta just start ripping them apart. Okay, now we pull back. Blast them. Oh, Garm's getting shot down. Okay, we're gonna have to pull aside here. You go back. You switch in here. Okay. Okay, now we gotta find a way to kill this other one. This thing has 8 seconds, so we should be able to go in there and just stab it. Send Garm back to base. Okay. Yeah, at that point, we're just talking about Pal World, which oh, jeez, there's a turret in here too? Oh, shoot. I heard the beeping, and I was like, that's not good. Okay, so we're gonna have you stand... No, stand here. I think that's just out of range. Okay, now we go in and stab it. Okay, and then you're gonna crack open this crate. Perfect. Holy cow, this is getting dicey. But no. What I was looking at, though, is apparently you can... make Pokeball factories, if that's your type of thing, if you really want to, I guess, create your own sweatshop to make Pokeballs. So, we'll see. Like I said, I'll put some discussions up and see what people think, and we'll get some opinions. Because I would like it to be something that people find fun, but I know I'm not going to be able to please everyone with whatever we end up picking. Someone's going to want something else. And we have to just kind of pick something that most people will like. That's really what it is. Like I said, I like tech stuff. Oh, okay, we gotta get... That's the core. This room sucks. Okay. There's at least 2 turrets in here. One's on the back corner. Cyclopses, Scorchers, Pikemen. You know what? That's true. You know what? That's a fair point. Okay. I guess realistically, no matter what I choose, people are going to be playing it no matter what, right? I guess is the logic. I don't know how I'm going to approach this room. This room is a disaster. Can I just cook this room? I don't think I can cook this room alive, right? There's no way. Can I shoot this at... Oh, I can probably shoot it at range. Maybe we just bait him into this room. Oh, lordy. Okay, pull back, pull. Maybe this is a bad idea. We're gonna just run all the way to this corner here. And then we're gonna fight them off here. Okay, so... Now that we've kind of surrounded them, we can fight them off this way. Oh boy. Let's fight this. Oh lord. Okay. Okay. We may have just ordered them into a death trap. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you switch here, fling this now, and then you switch. No, we're gonna have you switch to your main gun. Stand over here. You're gonna switch to your sword and hold them off. Oh boy. I think I may have just gotten them all killed. All right, we gotta quickly mount a rescue operation, like now. Okay, get him over here. Oh boy, I played this very poorly. Oh. Okay. I may have forgotten how. I did not realize how bad that was gonna get. Oh geez, yeah. Immortal's on fire. Kefir's dying. Immortal's literally gonna be on like their 4th or 5th pawn at this point. Okay, let's get them over here. I don't know if they're gonna be fast enough to partake. Oh boy, okay, let's get over here. And then I'm gonna have the Drones. You need to get on the defense grid. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun. Listen, it's the Helldivers way, right? Okay. Anyways, the turrets are active. I don't know if we have enough bullets in there, but we gotta hope. Okay, so at least we're getting rid of this. Okay, oh boy, come on. God, these things are so obnoxious. Okay, you want to shoot the one in front of you, buddy? There you go, come on. Okay. Jeez. There's still a couple bullets left in these things. Oh. Okay. Okay, we gotta quickly run up there. Infidave is over there. No, he's over here. Get over here. Okay, wake up. Alright, let's see. So Immortal's on fire. Kefir. Who's the most... Okay. Wait. Okay, so Immortal, Kefir, Marksman, Tail. Okay. So did any of them escape? Oh no, they're all crawling. Okay. Alright, you need to quickly extinguish, and then you need to quickly stabilize, and then you need to quickly stabilize, and then you need to quickly stabilize, and then we'll have Alana just tend to whoever's the one that gets stabilized first, and then we'll try to figure out which one needs the most amount of triage. Okay, so get over here. Let's have you tend to Marksman, and then we're gonna have you stabilize here. Yeah, that's true. Most Helldivers usually die on contact with the enemy, but right now they're alive. Okay, so let's see here. So you need to quickly stabilize the opposer. Okay. Okay, and then Kefir needs to be tended to now. I don't know if we can tend that fast. Okay, so Marksman will... Okay, you tend now. No medicine, just do it. Just slap those wounds together. Sheer willpower. Whatever bandages you find. Okay, so you're fine. Okay, so then we're gonna have you quickly tend to the opposer. Let's see. No, have Marksman drop any medicine he's carrying. That's fine. Okay, so you're gonna grab that. Listen, this is gonna work. We're gonna keep him alive. Okay, tend here. Okay, so then we're gonna switch you to tending mode, and then we're gonna have you go back. Okay, things the opposer will live. Let's actually have him here. So what I'm gonna do essentially is as soon as this one is fully tended to, mostly, we're gonna just pull them out. I think they'll live. I don't know if any of them lost limbs, but we're gonna find out together. So, yeah. Trust me, if I had my way, we'd be playing something like Terra Firma Greg, which I don't think people want to play. I am not going to subject people to Terra Firma Greg. I respect people's time and sanity too much to do that. Plus, I don't even want to play Terra Firma Greg that much. I like the idea of playing Terra Firma Greg more than I actually like playing Terra Firma Greg. I think that's most people's opinions on it. Do it anyways. Oh, jeez. Me and Ray played Terra Firma Greg with our friend for a whole, like, 2 days. And it took us 2 days to learn how to make, like, tools out of rocks. Turns out it's very, very difficult. Okay, so you're gonna survive, right? Yes, your injuries are tended to. Okay, we're gonna have you rescue Kefir, and we're gonna have Alana tend to Immortal, and everyone lives happily ever after. No one's dead. Everyone somehow survived that completely ridiculous engagement. What a disaster. All right, let's go have you rescue. No wiki. Learning, self-learning only. Oh, basically we're gonna be like real cavemen. The real caveman experience. Yeah, you know the funny, here's the thing. With Minecraft, I think I mentioned this before, I do not like actually digging for resources. I actually hate the mining part of Minecraft. I think it is actually like my least favorite part of Minecraft. My favorite part of Minecraft is when I get to make funny machines that do funny little things. Okay? I don't like having to go dig out iron. I like making the machines that process a single iron ore into like 4 iron ingots through multiplication. That's what I find fun. So I really enjoyed things like industrial immersive engineering or other stuff. I have played Factorio. I love Factorio. Oh shoot, someone's dying. I wasn't paying attention. Who's dying here? Funbound. Oh, okay. When did you not survive? Tend to be able to get there fast enough to make sure he doesn't die, right? How bad's the blood loss? It's pretty extreme. Lana might be quick enough to keep Funbound alive. Let's see. Okay, yes. Alright, perfect. Maybe you want to go rescue the poor guy? I love Factorio. I have, let's see how many hours I put into it. I think I only have like 100, maybe 80 hours into it, something like that. I never finished Space Age, amusingly enough. I think I got to whatever the lava planet was, Volcanus, and then I got kind of lost with all the I got lost because of all of the liquids that I had to manage, and I kind of stopped playing. Right? So that's why I played a lot of Factorio. Satisfactory I've played a couple times. It's more fun with friends, but for some reason, I struggle mentally with designing a 3D factory. Also, I don't like that. Actually, 3D factories are fine. What I don't like is I don't like playing in a first-person perspective when playing factory games. And that's why I don't really play Satisfactory. I don't like playing in first-person in a 3D factory game. I much prefer a top-down or some kind of like free camera movement. I was supposed to make a Minecraft server with you, but I didn't. Were we supposed to? I know we had the one with Salt, but that was about it. Okay, we gotta kill this last enemy. Also, New Ray doesn't have fancy equipment yet. Let's get you into... You need a Super Citizen Casuals. You need your Super Citizen gear. Oh. Also, we gotta get some weapons. New Ray is barely capable of shooting a gun, so we're gonna give New Ray a shotgun kit. Should be fine. Who else needs a weapon kit? Arani needs a weapon kit. You have high stats. I'm gonna give you a rifle. Should be fine. We should be fine. It's okay, Ray. We can build a house in the multiplayer Minecraft server together. Also because I want to put people in... I want to build trains. I think my vision, if we do a Minecraft server and people want to play and have fun, or at least just do whatever they want, is I would like it if people could, like, if we could have multiple, maybe far away settlements that are all connected with a giant rail network. And I will use a software to make, like, a rail map, like you would find in a train station. I think that would be fun. Is it excessive? Yes, absolutely. But would it be cool? Oh yes, very. So at least that's my thinking. It's my dream. I love railway shenanigans. I'm fairly sure I could just plug in... There's multiple mod packs that have Create already installed. Alternatively, I'm sure I could just plug in Minecraft Trail Network or Rail Network, and it shouldn't cause too much of an issue. Funbound has an infection in the torso. It needs to be tended to now. Where's Funbound? Okay. Alright, let's go kill this stupid little bugger here, which is weirdly durable. Just one more, okay. Oh, there's one more, okay. So get over here, line up, and then we'll try to fling EMPs at the last turret. Right, should be out of sight now. Oh, just stand right over here. Have you switched to... This is why we have EMPs. I was smart enough and actually gave everyone EMP grenades. Isn't that crazy? Alright, now we can go in. Swords at the ready. I'm gonna have these two go deal with the other one. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, and then Do the same thing, basically, switch to EMPs. And then I should be able to just poke the corner. Wow, I do not have an angle on this. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I want to also just check what's in this room real quick before we continue. Okay, we're just gonna not go into that room. That's fine. Have you check here. Alright. We gotta blast this, I believe. So, everyone with your weapons. And let's start blasting. I don't remember if this thing explodes or not. So, yeah. Why are you gonna build me a dirt house? What if I just make my own house and it's gonna be pretty? What if I build like a giant apartment building? Alright, we did it. So this one's not allowed to go in, and that should be fine. Let's grab these panels and grab the core, and then I think we can get out of here. That's all we came for. So, anyways, like I said, we'll I'll get some opinions on Discord and see what people think. Why am I not allowed to have fun? Fine, I'll build a cool train station. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a modern rail network. That's actually kind of the reason why I thought about OpenTTD. But I also understand that not everyone is really into train games. Although I think it's a fairly easy game to pick up and understand. Oh, I guess get the bare basics of, but it's very hard to win or to do super well in. So that's kind of my logic. Oh my god. Hello, Comrade Windsor. Me too, I agree. Wow, it didn't read the letters. I'm so sad. I guess the TTS thing doesn't know how to read letters. Or arrows. Thanks, you comrade. 49 months. Oh, for those who don't know, that's the 500 kilogram bomb in Helldivers. You finished Pokemon. What do you mean Pokemon? What do you mean WTF Pokemon? You finished it. Isn't that all that matters? Is there more to it that you didn't know? Oh, shoot. I forgot LeJonas was on here the whole time. Alright, did we get that stuff yet? Someone's still... Oh, let's get you out of here. We need someone to grab that. Panels. The reason is we don't have enough space for it. I like how you can purge being unhygienic and replacing it with being bisexual. That's kind of funny. I have become cleaned, and now I am no longer unhygienic. Now I just like to go... Now you just swing both ways in the game. Let's get those panels, please. I want to get off this area. Where are we gonna go next? Oh, we need to trade for we need to see if we can get some plasteel. All right. Let's load up all of our furs that we don't need because we can just sell this for copious amounts of cash. And I think that's about anything I want to sell right now. I'll bring all the silver with us. And Comrade Garm is healthy and ready to go, so we'll have Garm do this trip. Alright, Garm, time to go hunt down some stuff. Okay, they don't like us. It's the darker ones that like us. Alright, Hilanto will like us. Something, something, potent girl stink replaced with bisexual aura. Is that how that works? Is it aura farming if you're bisexual now? Is that how this works? I don't know. Let's go with that. How is the ending? I should probably play Pokemon. Actually, so I mentioned this before, but I did pick up Pokemon Z-A, but my Joy-Cons have some pretty intense drift, so I need to send my Joy-Cons into Nintendo and hope they'll replace it for free, because I legitimately was complaining a lot to Ray about it, and I could not play Pokemon properly, and I was really, really frustrated with it the whole time. So, classic Nintendo shenanigans. Making good system, but making really weird, bad controllers. Although sometimes their controllers are really good. Also, I need more of these. What am I researching? That's fine. Our researchers do not want to research half the time. Also because a lot of our people are injured. You get rejected twice as much? Oh, that's unfortunate then. I'm sorry to hear that. Also, while we have some medicine, I should probably build the IV drip. Just quickly slap one of these bad boys down here, and that should be at least something to keep them healthy. Alright, so hopefully Garm's gonna be able to find some plasteel. We could just ship the ship out of here. Oh, that's why they won't grab it. Whoopsies. Everyone's allowed. Come on. Let me just make sure I lock down all the doors I don't want them going to, so I don't accidentally get them killed. So basically forcibly funnel them into specific areas where the chance of death is very, very low. Let me see what the poll is. If anyone voted on the poll recently, let's see if it changed. I will say, I was kind of surprised at how very little people cared about Roller Coaster Tycoon, which was a little sad for me because I love that game a lot. If anything, I'm kind of surprised at how much people wanted OpenTTD. That's the thing that actually surprised me. I'm learning a little bit about all of you over time, and your gaming preferences, and the type of thing that you want to watch me endure, apparently. Because I think a lot of you just enjoy making me play games where I have to suffer. There's a mono sword here. Oh, there's a mono sword. I'm actually kind of tempted. Phoenix armor. Oh, there's even a P17. I think I can get by without buying any of this. I think I'm okay with just the plasteel. Yeah, it's fine. And then we're gonna go back to Garm. We'll have Garm hop over to another. How much fuel do you have left? I got enough fuel. We're gonna have you hop over here. Never mind, they hate you. Here's fine. Play Funger. What's Funger? RCT is a single player game. Oh, yeah, that's fair too. I played it in multiplayer and I think it's also a lot of fun. What's Funger? If I look this game up, am I gonna be confused? Oh, Fear and Hunger. Why do you call it Funger? Why do you call it Funger? That's such a weird name for it. I don't like that name. Can we just call it Fear and Hunger? Habit. All right. Hello, Immortal. How are you? Good evening. I guess we'll see. Speaking of which, so I'm hoping on Wednesday I can do a horror game, but I was looking through whatever I already have, and let's just say the horror options are... The pickings are a little slim in my list of games, because apparently Ready or Not is considered a horror game. Trepang is a horror game, apparently. Wolfenstein's a horror game for some reason. I don't really have a horror game. Now, that said, I was kind of interested in downloading that one game that I know a lot of VTubers played a while ago, the convenience store one. I don't think I actually know how that game ends, but I'd be interested in playing something as simple like that. I have VR. I don't think I would play Alien Isolation in VR, mostly because I don't want to set up my VR headset anywhere. What if the real horror game we play is I do a job application on stream? Oh, there we go, plasteel. Another 105 is solid. Well, we probably should get food for Garm, so Garm doesn't starve to death. None of these guys have Persona cores either, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, it's a joke about how... No, it's a joke about how job applications are like the real horror for people who don't have jobs. You know, the people who are perpetually online. That's the joke. I have a job. I'm fine. I am perfectly fine. Don't worry about me. Alright, I think we can... let's go to this one, Raccoon's Desert, and that should be fine. Autismo license? What do you mean, the Autismo license? Pathologic 2, let me look that one up. Is that on Steam? Pathologic 2. Oh, it is! Groundbreaking open world horror RPG. Resist the plague, make medicine, heal people. Oh, interesting. I gotta finish Pokemon. I will finish I'll finish Pokemon, but I'm not gonna stream Pokemon. I want to do that on my own time. Okay, maybe because I know Steam's got like their Scream sales, what they're calling it, which is their, I guess, their horror games sale. I saw one called Vane the other day that looked kind of interesting. It's like, I hate the words open world survival crafting, but it's got zombies in it. And I was like, okay. There's also the Backrooms game. There's DayZ, which for some reason to this day is still $25 for some reason. I don't know what else is here. There's Hunt Showdown, which I've never really played. Look outside. Oh, you know what? I think I've seen that one, yeah. Look, I think I've seen that one. Okay, never mind. This is not the game I'm thinking of. Hmm. Are you thinking of Subnautica? I know a lot of people are, like, really into Subnautica. Okay, buy their plasteel. And I don't think there's anything else here I want. Yeah. I think we're just on a plasteel hunt. Alright. Now let's get Garm back. Now we've got all that plasteel. Why? What if I don't want to scream? What if I don't want to suffer that badly? What if I just want to play a nice, relaxing horror game where I can be like, ha, that's supposed to be scary. Here's the thing. I don't like... I guess the thing that really annoys me is, or I guess the thing that I find scary is actually just, like, jump scares. Jump scares actually annoy the, like, spook me. They also annoy the ever-loving shit out of me, which is why I don't play horror games too often. My favorite type of horror is, like, the tension horror type stuff, but jump scares are just... I hate it. I hate it so much. What else is out there? We can also do Cult of the Lamb again, because there is the DLC that came out, and that would not... Oh, actually, never mind. The DLC never came out. Just kidding. That thing is apparently still in development, I guess. Cult of the Lamb can be a little horror. I mean, Darkest Dungeon is technically a horror game. What about Silent Hill F? Although that's $70, and I don't think I want to spend $70. I'm trying to find something that's like cheaper and that's not gonna kill my bank account, because essentially next week is the release for... Oh god, there's so many things that are coming out. So first of all, this weekend is the Crusader Kings 3 DLC. Oh, is there echoes from me? Hold on. Hello? I'm hearing echoes the name? Okay, no, you're actually hearing echoes. Okay, hold on. Hopefully it's gone. Hopefully it's gone. Oh, there is Voices of the Void, but I'm not streaming on Halloween. I'm in El Canadia for Halloween. So anyways, Crusader Kings 3 has their new DLC coming out, which is like the thing that I'm like really interested in playing, which also means I need to be a little careful what I end up playing, or sorry, what I end up buying, because I want to make sure I can afford that DLC pack, and also the Hearts of Iron 4 DLC is coming out too, which I know some other people are probably going to be playing, and we'll have to see. There was also like that one, what was it, Bendy's Playhouse thing that seemed kind of cute, and I was like, oh, okay, it's like a explory game, or I could just do the YouTuber game like 10 years late and play Five Nights at Freddy's, because I've never actually played Five Nights at Freddy's, and I think I'm like 10 years too late to it. I'm like 10 years too late to Five Nights at Freddy's. Should I just play that? I already know like what happens though is kind of the problem, because it's just kind of sublimated into modern day horror consciousness, where Freddy Fazbear is essentially on the same level as Jason Voorhees. I think it has, I don't like RPG Maker horror games are fine and fun to play on my own time, but I don't think it's really something that people would want to watch. I think what it has to be something people would be interested in watching. I think for the most part, RPG Maker horror games kind of are not in that category, unfortunately. Why would you all run at me with cleavers, and how would you even do that in a game? What am I supposed to do? Pull out VR chat and be like, all right, everyone hop onto this world, and I'm just gonna run around. And it's gonna be hide and seek. Like that type of thing? Can we get out of here now? Did we get the core? We did. Okay, so we can get out of here. So choices. We can either go to this platform, or we can travel somewhere here. Question. Oh, we do want to land on... We do want to deal with the bugs at some point. So my goal today is hopefully land on a bug hive and smash them silly. The problem is we don't have enough turrets to do that, and if we were to try, we would probably get exploded. We also need more missiles, which is kind of the other issue that I'm running into, so we'll need to make more FSX. So goal is chem fuel, FSX, and other stuff. We need more wood also, as our entire fuel system is powered by wood. Alright, let's get on out of here. Let's go fly to somewhat like a temperate forest and not this grassland. And that's how we'll do this. That's how we'll approach it. Silent Hill F, I am looking at. I have heard that game is really good. And I probably want to play... so I do want to play Silent Hill F at some point. Is it? It's okay. I don't think Silent Hill F is super scary, but it looks cool. But I also understand if you don't want to watch horror. Like, I get it. Horror's not for everyone. Hello, Infidave. How are you? Mixed biome, lake with an island. Wetland, chemfuel stockpile, foggy. Mixed biome, pollution, sandy. Ancient chemfuel refinery. Sure. You started a new run for ACS. What's ACS? Oh, that's right. I did see Terminus got new DLC. That one's fine too. I saw that. I did see that, yeah. Oh, Amazing Cultivation Simulator. Gotcha. God, every time I see people play Amazing Cultivation Simulator, I have no idea what's going on. Like I said, I am not familiar with a lot of wuxia concepts, so I was like, oh, it's a little much for me. Also, hi Kahila. I'm sorry. I see you there on YouTube. I just saw them. I forgot to pull my YouTube chat window up. I'm sorry. Hi Kahila, how are you? Also, hello Drakey. Did I get this model first or 8-bit? 8-bit first, then I got this one, and then I had an update to the 8-bit, to the Pixel one, so I used the Pixel one a little bit more. Notably, there's a couple details that are just different. For example, the ribbon on this one is a lot, if you might notice, is not as big. It should be actually fairly sizable, which is not represented on this model. But if I were to get a redo of this model, it would be more accurately represented. I think we'll land here. This is fine. We'll do this. You're doing well. You managed to submit all your homework yesterday, which was a big little stress. Good. God, I hate homework. I'm so glad at least you finished your homework. You can relax, play video games, do art, do anything else that's not school related. Hey gamers, look at how big and adorable I am. Oh my goodness. You know what's so funny? I know people don't care about social media stuff, but I just have to say this. Every couple months, there is, for some reason, internet discourse about the concept of Babiniku VTubers. It happens like once a year, maybe every couple months I see it, and it happened again. And I'm just like, this is a concept that's been around since essentially the dawn of the internet. Why are people still complaining about what is essentially a guy using a female model? Like, I get it. It might be a little strange to them. Who cares? Let me have fun. Okay? If I want to be a cute anime girl on the internet, let me do that. Like, why is it such a big deal to these people? Gosh dang it. I'm doing better than them in life, so that's fine. At least I can be happy about my moral sense of superiority over them. Nope, technically a Babiniku VTuber. It's technically a female model. My hair is actually this long in real life, though. Occasionally, if I don't trim it, I end up sitting on it, and so I had to trim it before my wedding earlier this year. Time to give outside how cheap it is. Let me look it up. What is it called? Look outside the window. Look outside the window. Look outside. Okay. Oh, it's Devolver Studio. Oh, it's Devolver. Okay, Devolver instantly makes it a little bit more better. It is pretty spooky though. You got weirded out? What do you mean? Wait, did you actually get weirded out by me? I never remember you saying anything like this. Let's see. Your stomach was hurting bad. James was joking you had gotten a hernia from all the hard schoolwork, I assume. You never said anything. Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's the same kind of people that look at normal pictures and shout something about trans. Maybe. I mean, let's just say when I saw their Twitter profile, I was like, I see. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, Oh, perfect. Hey, you know what I see over here? My favorite. I love ancient dangers that we're going to tear apart for resources later on. I'm gonna grab this stack of Helldivers. Marksman, you too. You vibed with the game choice. Fair enough. A lot of people think it's a guy. Okay, fair enough. Yes. Okay, so here, let me explain this real fast because I think a lot of people tend to misunderstand this. This is a female character model. It has been since the dawn of time. Basically, I sketched something on a sheet of paper one day, and then VTubing took off at some point, and I was like, okay, this is fine. And then so I decided I'll commission a model based off of it. The design reference, if you've never seen it, looks like this. This is the design reference here. So you can see there is some very, I mean, not really, I guess. It's a very small design is what I'm gonna say. So it is very feminine clothing because it is technically a female outfit. It's essentially modeled after what we call Taisho era or Meiji era style schoolgirl uniforms, but I just threw on a lab coat on top of it. I don't like the design. I don't like designs, like character designs that are incredibly sexual, I guess is the best way to describe it. The ones that have like a lot of revealing skin and whatnot. So literally on this model design, you can basically determine that it's like the only skin you see below the neck is the hand. Like that's essentially what's going on, right? And then if you ever look at in the art that I've either commissioned or people have drawn, like it's all very, you know, feminine. So that's generally the idea, right? Because it's just like, it's what I like. I like design, you know. If I'm gonna be a cute anime girl, you know, I'm gonna pick a design that I like, that I vibe with. So I think like almost every design or alternate outfit or anything I've ever commissioned basically is just very, very modest in terms of like how it looks, right? Because that's just what I prefer. And you can see that in basically any piece. Like here's one with me and Ray, and you can see that like, yeah, you very seldom see I guess for lack of a better word, skin, other than hands and face and things like that. That's just just how it is. And then another zone. Oh, you like the gun one? The gun one's fun. Yeah, this one's my favorite. I actually had this printed out on a playmat that I can take with me if I ever wanted to play with it, but I don't use often. And yes, as Kahila's mentioning, the one with the most revealing one is a summer one, because it's like, well, it's summer. Sometimes you need a swimsuit skeb, or as commissioned. So I commissioned an artist to draw summer version, and even still, like it's very modest. Like I like sarongs, so I was like, all right, let's do that. Yes, I definitely prefer modest art and outfit designs significantly more than a lot of other style designs. I don't ever get anything that's like sexy type stuff, so it's more just like very relaxed. I think the other one that I had was like let's see, oh yeah, and then there's this one. This one's always a fun one. So there's that one. And even when I draw like alternate outfits, I don't remember if anyone remembers this. Also, hi Kev. But the game is paused in the background. I know we're on like a random tangent here, but I remember I did draw an alternate outfit, which I'm trying to now find in my folders, which I think is because of my folder. I don't name my folders correctly. Okay, so it's a folder called My Art. And then, so I drew like a lot of the alternate, like a lot of the outfit designs I basically just drew myself. Like this was like the original sketch that I drew a long time ago. Like this is like, we're talking 2020, maybe 2019, before VTubing really took off and became a thing. And there was a lot of other like outfit designs like this went through. Like you don't understand, like this, there was another version here. I'll show you like some ancient stuff too. Like here's another one. Oh my goodness, there was this is like the old ancient stuff. And then I even drew that with like a twin tail variant. Oh yeah, I drew this back when I could attempt to draw art. Yeah, there's an alternate timeline where this is a for fun type thing. But yeah, like a lot of alternate outfits that I draw are all very much just like modest stuff, because that's, again, like that's what I prefer. It's what I like to look at. Even on something like where is it? Even like something like this. Like this is like this is the autumn casual design, and then I had submitted this to an artist, and I was like, hey, can you just like on Skeb, and can you like make this a better piece? And then so they did. So I like to think that I'm okay at maybe designing. Yeah, it's very yeah, some people say it's tasteful. Also, yeah, really Ray owns this channel and owns me, so if I ever commission anything Luge, he'd probably kill me. So just saying. I think the swimsuit is basically it's as far as it's gonna get, realistically. Right. Also, hello Cruising, how are you? So I mean, I would love to have this outfit as I mean, let me turn the game back on. Let me turn the game back on while I talk about this. It would be nice to have this design as a alternate outfit for the pixel model, but for the main model, I legitimately do not make enough money as a VTuber to justify getting another outfit or a redo of this main model, because it's expensive. So that's the only. Oh, what's happening here? Why are we getting attacked immediately? Oh, that's a drone. So that's the main thing. I'd be great at R5 practice. You know what's funny? I've heard people say that. Like, I talked to an artist. His name is Suno. He's a good lad. He's a very abrasive lad, but I enjoy just speaking to him. And a very common statement I get from him is that if I actually just did more art and stopped doing other things, I could probably have succeeded very well as like someone who like does art. But I'm so lazy, and I look at my art tablet and I'm like, man, I should pull this out, and then I end up playing like League of Legends or Battlefield or City Skylines or literally or one of the 50 different Paradox games I have on my PC, and it's a perpetual curse. It is literally a perpetual curse. Like, do you remember like the last thing I drew? Like, hold on, let me put the last thing I drew. Like, so I was working on the last thing for the Star Sector, right? I was like, wow, this actually doesn't look that bad. Like, I was actually kind of impressed with myself. And the thing is, I did this in 3 hours on stream. So you know it was all legitimate. And I was like, huh, maybe I could do this. Like, if I had 10 hours on this, it probably would have been a lot better. You're lazy too, it's okay, Kahila, me too, yeah. And I think the curse that I have, as Alana mentions, is I have so many different hobbies that I want to do, and I don't know if it's because maybe I'm ADD or ADHD rattled and I never got it tested, but I really do tend to bounce between different hobbies and things. Like, I'll buy a 3D printer because I'm like, whoa, I want to start 3D printing things. Maybe I'll do a 3D printing business, and I never do that because it's like so much effort. But I just want to have it for the sake of having it. And then like I do 3D print stuff, like accessories for things that I do use in my day-to-day life. Mostly deck boxes for my Magic the Gathering obsession. And that's another thing too, like Magic the Gathering is a fairly strong hobby of mine that I've been basically partaking in since the dawn of time. And so when you get to things like that, that gets kind of I like I said, too many hobbies, and there's just not enough time to partake in all of them. And so I tend to bounce between all these different activities. I do have Gunpla, but I have not finished one in a while. I have like a bunch on my shelf. The last one I finished was like, I have like one I've been halfway through for like a year and a half now, and I never got around to finishing it. One of the other issue too is that, like I said, I stream, and streaming is like 15 hours. Like I essentially stream 15 to 16 hours a week, so it eats up a lot of time. Okay, we managed to rip through this. Okay, so the only thing left is that fire's going on. I don't know if it's gonna cook these, hopefully not, but we do need to kill this last drone. I spent 20 minutes grinding for a Warhammer only to be reminded your friend that, hey, you can grind out for at least one Death Scythe. Wait, what do you mean grinding out for a Death Scythe? So that's really the main thing. It might be like a form of ADD, but I never got tested for it, and quite frankly, I don't think I need to. you know, I think there's a lot of ways that I can resolve the issue of having too many hobbies, and that's just called trimming down on some of them. Like, I actually did end up dropping... Oh, jeez. There are a lot of hobbies that I have... Oh, shoot. Well, you stand here. Stand here. See if we can blow... Oh, boy. This is about to go really badly. Okay, we're fine. Let's get out of here. There are a lot of hobbies that I personally have dropped because I just literally do not have the time for most of them. Like, I seldom play JRPGs nowadays. Occasionally I'll play Final Fantasy XIV, but that's because that's kind of like a part of my fabric of life. But a lot of other things, like I'll pick up for a little bit and then I'll stop playing. I had to stop myself from buying a racing wheel the other day because I was like, man, I really want to buy a racing wheel, because I had my friends that I borrowed for a while. I'm like, oh, I could use this to play Gran Turismo or race or a truck simulator on stream and all that other stuff. I was like, I am a slacker. Ray's already on, I think Ray's almost at Dawn Trail, if not already on Dawn Trail, so she might legitimately catch up to me at some point, and that's gonna be the real tragedy. Who needs a name? Oh, I don't know why Marksman doesn't have a name. Marksman, can you do like exclamation mark fix my pawn if you're here? El Shaddai. What is El Shaddai? El Shaddai. Wait till I tell you that I picked up 3D modeling in Blender to learn how to make a... And wait till you find out that I may have downloaded assets from a video game so I could like learn and pick it apart and use that as a basis for a 3D model and hope no one's gonna catch on to it. If I only use it for myself, no one's gonna care, right? No one's gonna care if I'm only using it for myself, right? Yeah, I should be fine. You're in Dawn Trail, still a hot pot. I'm still a hot pot addict. I did eat some hot pot recently, like 2 weeks ago, and then the very next week, my friend. Actually, no, it was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, because it was 3 weeks ago. Then we went to hang out with my friends at the arcade again, and then this last weekend I had Korean barbecue. Wow, that is it's very expensive. Did you know that Korean barbecue is like $55 a person after tax and tip? I was like, wow, this is... I don't think I'm gonna eat this ever again for a while, because it's just cost too much. It was good, but I can't justify paying that much on a weekly basis for food. Unless Ray's around, in which case I'll use Ray as my excuse for why I'm eating delicious food. So, you know, big difference, obviously. So, basically, we need Ray over here so that I can have an excuse to consume very delicious food. Forever Winter is kind of growing and just that very satisfying, very sketchy extract. I mean, that's the whole point of extraction shooters, right? You're getting to... if all pans out, well, maybe at some point next year. Because initially I was going to commission someone to do a 3D model. I like their work, but then I couldn't find their VGen page because apparently the link on the YouTube broke. And then I found it, and their prices had gone up by like from $400 to $1,000, and I'm like, oh, ouch. So it was kind of hard to justify it. And I was like, ooh, okay, maybe not right now. I have a lot of other things that my money needs to go towards, so that's kind of why. Again, it's the curse of having a bajillion hobbies and wanting to partake in all of them, but not having enough time to actually partake in all of it. And it's a very rough, painful curse that, you know, that I deal with. Is there a way to... What's in here? Okay, crack that open. And then we need to crack... Oh, no, let's dismantle these. And then crack those canisters open. And then once we have all that, we'll try to go over here and deal with this. There's a T90 looking at you. Oh, well, at least he survived. You want to mention all the things that feel like you can still less than you do. Like I said, it's just a curse of having a bajillion hobbies, and I really wish I could trim some of it. I think I know what it is, and it's like, realistically, a lot of times it's like I'm sitting around and it's like I know I should try doing this thing that will help improve me at a skill, and instead I'll be lazy. I'm like, well, League of Legends is having their fun special mode on, let me play that. Or I will play hours of Battlefield, or something like that because I enjoy it. And I think it's really just playing a lot of video games is a curse. And it's trying to find the time to sit down and focus. Yeah. I don't even, like, I barely play Blue Archive anymore. Like, I log in whenever a character I care about opens up, like, drops in. And then I'll pull her, and then I will just, then I'll play for like a week, and then I'll stop. So, realistically, what I do need to do is probably, realistically, I think I would be free if I just uninstalled League of Legends. Like, if I uninstalled League, I would be free. I would be free from this nightmare. The Nagusa banner? Probably not. I don't really care too much. Like I said, the only banner I'm caring about right now is if Seiya, Summer, and if they're doing Nia. It's the same thing too. Like, if I did all that other stuff and spent it towards like learning languages, doing art, I could have been crazy. I could have been cracked. Like I said, like, legitimately, I mentioned this before. I was surprised I slammed this out in 3.5 hours. You were all there. The VOD's on YouTube. You can see the VOD. So no one can be like, you used AI to generate. It's like, no, I did this. And then I never did anything like that ever again. Even though it's been like a month. Realistically, I should just do more art streams. I feel like if I do more art streams, I am forced to do art. Right? I am forced to actually do art, and I could probably improve like crazy. No, I'm a very bad artist, Cruising. You don't understand. I'm very bad at this. It's really a gaming addiction. That's really what it is, right? I think that's what it is. You did as you did purely prove consistency. Yeah, I mean that's a good thing because I know your art's consistent. I'll say that much. Oh. All right, here's a thought. Here's a thought. What if I did art? Short art streams. To force myself to do art. I won't do it on the main channel. I'll do it on I'll make an alt channel. And it's literally just really bad art. And it's just, I will force myself to sit down and do art. I don't think I do it on the on this main channel. The heck? No, because it's trying to maintain like, I mean, I guess I'm not even partner pushing, so that's true. Yeah, I guess I could just do it because it'd be like short streams and stuff like that. I'm already variety, just do it on the main channel. Okay, fair enough. All right. I'm listening. Don't worry. You support if I promise to be. I did try to be less negative. You don't understand. Like the last time I did an art stream, my goal was I'm gonna stop being negative and stop saying I'm bad. Let me just see if I can learn and do stuff. I think the other thing too is I need focused. I need like focused practice. Right? I need to like focused practice on things that I want to improve specifically. Like there's a couple things in mind that I'm like, I want to do this. Like I want to learn how to do this specific art style or this specific method or this specific concept. I think that's the type of thing that I need to really sit down and figure out. There's certain artists that I really like, and I would love to be able to mimic their style. Maybe not, or at least derive something from them. Have a bike, Ronnie, enjoy your train ride. I know, but it's just like, oh, so many things. I really need to just like pick a major hobby and just drop it. I legitimately, with the recent Magic the Gathering stuff that's been announced, I've half considered quitting the game. Probably not quitting it fully, but drastically reducing the amount of time I spend playing it. Because sometimes I will legitimately go to my local game store and play once a week for a couple hours, like usually 3-4 hours. And very recently, I've been not enjoying it nearly as much, playing Commander at my local game shop. And there's multiple reasons. One, I think the biggest one is I'm just getting burnt out on the game. The sheer relentless onslaught of product releases has gotten absolutely insane. Like, we're talking, they released 6 main sets this year, and next year they're releasing 7. They're not even done with the year yet. Like, we're supposed to get Avatar: The Last Airbender next month, and it's just like, they need to stop. And a lot of it is not even Magic the Gathering IP, it's like all this alternative IP. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Marvel, and Avatar, and Star Trek, and I'm like, I don't care about any of this. So, I've legitimately considered just maybe not putting as much effort into Magic the Gathering. Like, I basically stopped buying singles. I'm sorry, I've stopped buying packs. Remember when I used to do those boxes of Magic the Gathering? I don't do that anymore for 2 reasons. One, the price of a box has gone from like $100 to like $200. So, it's legitimately just not worth doing that anymore. And I just don't want to, like, the price has just gone insane. So, I might legitimately, maybe not quit forever. I'll play when my friends want to play, but maybe don't expect me to be buying new cards and maybe not spending money and not spending so much time and effort into Magic the Gathering. To be fair, as an outside Magic team does seem pretty cool. I get it. Like, no, you're the demographic that Wizards of the Coast is targeting with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. You're someone who's an outsider to the game, but they want to bring you in so you can spend money in the ecosystem. That's what it is. What do you do? Art? You drop piano, dancing, art, sing, just lock into one, and jack of all trades and Savannah on one. See, the thing is too, like, I also want to do like a lot of other stuff. Like, oh man, a streamer, I should be doing more video editing, but I'm too lazy to. Oh, hold on, what's in here? Hello. Okay, we should probably move back here. Who's the closest over here? Arani, get over here now. Alright, so Marksman's on the run here. Oh boy. You have a gun. Alright, we gotta start shooting these things down. See if we can get Marksman away from these. Alright, you stand here. And hopefully Marksman can get away without being burnt to death. Alright, let's get inside. Just gonna rip through those real quick. Marksman's bleeding out. Okay, keep this open. Turret should be enough to stop him. There we go. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, let's go tend to all these injuries. You get back in art and put me in a little more lobotomy corporation scenes. Wait, what do you mean you're putting me into lobotomy corporation scenes? What have you done to me? Am I a nugget in your game or something? Is that what's going on? Is this what's happening? You play the official online after a couple months? Like I said, I think Magic Gatherings can be a lot of fun. It's just Commander at my local game store is just, I'm just getting burnt out on playing it. I think if I spend like a month away from it, I think I'll be in a better position. Who knows? Maybe I'll start streaming on Sundays instead of Tuesdays, and I'll just do art. Although Ray will probably be like, no, your time has to be mine. Oh, we're getting attacked. I completely forgot about this. There are multiple bugs coming our way immediately, which means we should probably get inside the ship. Now, I believe they will probably try to go for the turrets that are in the south section, so I think Arani on the Great Defense Grid should be able to handle this. You know what I forgot to do? I never got around to setting up a designator here, so we should probably do that. I don't know how I forgot about that. Eccentric, security, proximity sensor tower. There we go. We need like one of these bad boys. These are 1 tile wide, right? I think they do need vision to the outside, though, is the problem. So maybe we'll need to put one over here. Oh, that person's dead. Alright, let's see how long they survive. Alright. Let's see how long these bugs live. Oh, did you? Yeah, I don't remember seeing it. Maybe you posted and I just somehow forgot about it. I'm sorry. Oh boy, the turret. There's a lot of turrets. Or a lot of bugs. These things are surprisingly strong. They're actually ripping through all of our stuff. Okay, I need Infinity out here. Okay. And we might also be friendly firing here. Okay, we did it. We survived. Okay, so first of all, you're fine. Let's rescue this one. Okay. So the real question is, do we have a spare bed? No. Okay. Okay, anyways, continuing. The discussion. Timbits are still donut holes. I'm still of that opinion. I'm still of the opinion that Timbits is basically Canadian Wendy's. Especially because they're selling a lot more non-breakfasty things. Like, there's a lot of chili and flatbreads, and the only thing they're missing is selling a baked potato. Walking on thin ice. It sounds like a very Canadian saying to say, walking on thin ice. I'm probably gonna die for saying that, aren't I? So, let me ask this question. Would you prefer to see more art streams instead of more gaming streams? Is that the thing? Is that what the people desire? More art? Actually, if anything, I would love to just draw more clothes, quite frankly. I love drawing clothes, even if they're very bad. Is that even a question? But a lot of people are biased. That's true, too. That's true. Hold on. We got also trade here. Okay, you can trade. Let's see what Funbound can get out of these people. So we can sell them bird skin and receive nothing of note in exchange. That's fine. Okay, so while we're here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna kill. Let's see, we're running out of meat, so let's kill all the alpacas, all the rabbits, basically everything here that's not gonna attack us. So let's do art join the suffering. God, one art stream per week. Okay. All right. Let me Maybe next week we'll do an art stream, because I know it's been some time. Or maybe the real horror stream on Wednesday is actually the art stream. Maybe that's the actual horror stream. It's doing art. It's doing art. That's the real horror. No, you actually want me to do a horror stream? Okay. All right, we'll do a horror stream on Wednesday. Maybe Silent Hill. Silent Hill is really expensive though. Silent Hill F is $70. It's the only reason I'm like, I can't justify that. It's so expensive. Hi, Taco. How are you? Actually, let's see. Is there any deal? Let's see if there's any deal on Silent Hill F. I have Resident Evil 2 that I never finished. I only finished the Leon's half. I didn't finish Claire's half. I actually do kind of like the aesthetic of Silent Hill F, which is why I'm... Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. Someone's got it for 20 bucks. Okay, Green Man Gaming's got it for 50 bucks. So maybe we'll buy it on Green Man Gaming and we'll play it. I think I can justify 50. It's a lot harder to justify 70 plus tax. A horror scream? What do you mean a horror scream? Listen, that's a bad pun. It's a horror stream. I'm not gonna call it a horror scream. What do you take me for? Some sappy individual who's like, oh, look at my haha funny. No, if it's a horror stream, it's a horror stream. That's all it is. Also, we gotta fix all this nightmare. This wall didn't last very long. I'm in my dad age. No! How dare you? If I ever have a kid, I'm gonna do that thing that Northern Lion did. And just have like a really bad PNG of the kid, of like a Peppa Pig. And that'll be like, alright, the kid's crying. Here, you can see the Peppa Pig screaming. That's how you'll know. Oh, right, we gotta chop down trees for wood. That's why we're doing this, too. Okay. We do need to crack this open. So let's send Grubby over here. We'll crack open the crates in a second, because there's Glitter World meds that I do want to grab and see what's in there. Alright, Grubby, there is a bionic leg. Fantastic. Who needs a leg? Is anyone missing parts? Ooh, marksman. Oh, I think it's because you're injured. Yeah, it's an old gunshot. Shouldn't we replace marksman's leg because of that old gunshot wound and just give marksman a bionic leg for that? That is a possible option. Anyways. How did we even get to this topic? Oh, right, I was talking about VTuber design stuff. So anyways, yeah, you got to see some very ancient VTuber design concepts. Like I said, I've drawn... What are the other things I've drawn? Like, I think... Oh, man, I remember this one, too. This one was, like, a weird one. I do not know how to draw a gun, is all I'm gonna say. You might also notice there's a general trend in a lot of the outfit designs that I draw, which I'm sure is very obvious. Have a good night, son. There's a very obvious trend in all of them. I think it's just also very technical. Ask how you know. Oh, gee, I wonder. I think I know. I think I can surmise why you might know how difficult it is. I think there's a... What else do I have? Yeah, I don't have a lot of other ones. I think there was a time too where I tried drawing chibis and I was like, I actually was surprised that I think I could actually have become a chibi designer, because it's actually not terribly difficult. At least it's difficult, but like it's doable. Wow, there are 2 ancient dangers on this map. So well, I guess we get twice the treasures. I don't know how we're gonna do this. I think if you shoot these, don't they open? What's the best way to handle this? Oh, are we out of bullets? We might need more ammunition. I think we might have actually ran out of munitions. We're gonna need more bullets. Yeah, I think these might have drained a little bit. Okay. Just remember when you asked for World War II, World War I guns? Oh, when I tried drawing them? Yeah, I didn't... Yeah, they were really bad. I remember that too. I guess learning about military weapon design and doctrine. Oh, okay. So that's how you're able to, like, get, like, knowledge on how it all operates, right? Which makes sense. Have I seen any squeegee stuff? Let me see. I don't think so. Who's squeegee? If I Google this person. VTubing theories. Squeegee also is a English-speaking, non-binary, independent VTuber 3D artist and review. Ink cap mushroom. Okay, they have a VGen. All right, let's take a look at their VGen. VTuber design, critique, and consultations for $30. Voxel 3D model for $350. That's actually not that bad. Okay. Let me ask this question. If I had to get an alternate outfit, what outfit would you want to see? How about this? Maybe we'll be like, all right, let's get some ideas and I'll just draw one next week. Casual? You mean besides the autumn casual? There should be like, should there be a casual for each season? I thought the other one was fairly casual. Let me find it up again. It's this folder, this artist. Yeah, is this not casual enough? I thought this one was fairly casual. Bread baking outfit? I don't know. I'm not actually a baker. I'm actually really bad at baking. If you want to know the real baker, ask Ray. She can bake food. I cannot. Like, at all. I think I tried to bake bread a couple times, and it didn't turn out very well. Is all I'm going to say. It was questionable. Very. Also, I can... Okay, there we go. Have you... wait until daytime, actually. Okay, you want me to pull up the image? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to dig through my photos from 2016, I think, is when I tried to bake bread. Okay. Just kidding, it was 2019. So, are you familiar with Hokkaido milk bread? Also, sometimes people call it chocopan or something like that. So, when I was in university, I really wanted to make some. Because I was like, wow, this sounds like fun. I could definitely try to make this. I followed a recipe online. I don't know what happened, but this is what the loaf came out in the end. So Hokkaido milk bread is supposed to be very, very fluffy. This was not fluffy. Oh no. It was not. It was dense. It was dense. And if I find a photo here, hold on. Oh, I lost it. Bread. Where'd it go? 2019. I don't know what happened. I don't think I let it raise correctly. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. Where is it? This one. Here we go. So you can see the bread is pretty dense on the inside, and it was not very delicious. I had just taken it out of the oven after. It might have been dry. I don't know. I did actually try it again a few days later, And at that point, I actually did manage to get it slightly fluffy, but not as fluffy as I would have liked. And that looked like this. And so that's why I stopped making... I decided, okay, maybe baking's not for me. Because 2 times in a row doing it wrong, maybe I should have stopped. Alternatively, maybe I had a knack for this, and if I had just kept going, I could have actually made really good bread. Who knows? But it was thick. Like, it looks a little fluffy, but I guarantee you, it was a very dense bread. Like, it's not eating like a biscuit. It's more eating like imagine if you take like a piece of bread, like a loaf of bread, and condense it. That's kind of what it felt like eating it. And so that's kind of why. I will say though, the smell of bread fresh out of the oven is a heavenly scent. Like, freshly baked bread just has a certain vibe to it. And you just slather on some butter or cream cheese, as I like to do. Oh, it is orgasmic in the mouth, as some would say. You made bread and felt like cement. Yeah, I think it's one of those things, like, I just didn't let it rise enough. Maybe the yeast, I did the yeast incorrectly. There's a lot of different reasons as to why it could have gone poorly. And also that's kind of why I ultimately ended up switching from learning how to bake things and just learning how to cook things on a stove. So I bought a cast iron and I basically made steaks every single week when I was in university for the rest of my time. So I got really good at making steaks. In fact, a lot of my... Do you want to know what a lot of my my college dinners looked like when I was in university? Let me show you. Hold on, let me pull up an image. This is back when you could get steaks at Walmart for cheap. Let's see. So when I was in university, I would make a lot of steaks because I think I've posted these before. But let's see. Where's a good one? Where's a good photo of one? Oh, here's one. Wow, these photos are really bad quality nowadays. Yikes. Okay. But essentially, I would do something like this, where I would take a steak. This is a... I believe this cut is called a... chuck eye is the cut. And so I served it with just white rice, and I made a pan sauce to go with it. And you can see all the garlic and stuff that went on it. Oh, it was heavenly. It was probably not the healthiest thing to eat. But boy, I cooked that very perfectly rare, and it was wonderful. And it was things like this that I would eat on a very, very regular basis. Oh, I love steak. Steak is delicious. You posted the lobotomy on this one. Let me take a look. I legitimately don't remember this, but you might have posted this at some point. God, lobotomy. Lobotomy Corporation. Oh. If only that game didn't take 10 years to actually play. I like the concept of Lobotomy Corporation. I've never played Library of Ruina. Maybe I'll play... Oh, I will never play the gacha game. I refuse to. Oh, I will say... If you want to know the type of things I'll cook, so I think one time after stream, I had food in my freezer that I needed to cook. So, or in the fridge that needed to be consumed. So what I ended up doing was I just threw it on the grill, made some rice, heated up some rice. I think it's like one of those like packets of rice that you just throw in the microwave. Not Uncle Ben's ready rice, but like the Asian white rice in a container that you just have to heat up in the microwave for like a minute and a half, and you have delicious fluffy white rice. So this was my after stream dinner one time because I just grilled it outside at like midnight. Well, I was like, well, I have a salmon head here that I used the other salmon head for hot pot. And the other one was sitting in the fridge for a couple days, and I'm like, I need to do something with this. So I decided, well, I'll just grill the salmon head and also this steak at the same time and just eat it with some rice. And I was like, wow, this is delicious. So that's why there's a grilled salmon head in front of you. Because it wasn't that long. It was like maybe 2 days at most. You can generally keep it in there for like 2 days. But yeah. It was very tasty. So welcome to Oak's Kitchen, where we cook some of the strangest things this side of the Atlantic or Pacific or whatever ocean that you want to use as your metric. I will say, if I ever want to do an art stream, another food stream, do you know what I still have? I still have 2 US Army MREs sitting right on my mini fridge. They've been sitting on top of it for God knows how long. Let me pull them up real quick so we can take a look at the flavors. Maybe we'll stream eating one of these in a few weeks as a Christmas special. Oh god, I forgot these were really bad. Okay, so so the first one is MRE Menu 13. Cheese tortellini in tomato sauce, also known as tortellini au fromage sauce tomate, which I assume is French. So the other highly questionable one that my friend sent me is Menu 14, creamy spinach, fettuccine crémeuse aux épinards. Let's get this out onto a tray, and I will probably die if I eat this. So, wow, there's like a layer of dust on this that can't be good. So, I will eat these on stream one of these days. They will probably be really not taste very good, but I think it'd be fun. I don't actually know what's in these. I've actually have been sitting on these for a while and have been considering streaming them, but we did last year. We also haven't done a hot pot stream in a while. We should probably do one of those. Concern indeed. MREs don't really expire. They just continue to age and maybe get more flavor over time. At least that's the logic that we go with. ADHD. Listen, I have so many different things. I am basically like the worst variety channel this side of Twitch and YouTube probably, because you never know what you're gonna get. Some days you'll get high quality gaming like Rimworld. Some days you'll get absolute nonsense like, I don't know, what else do I normally play on this channel? Hearts of Iron 4. I'm not gonna lie, I actually haven't played Hoi 4 in a while, off stream. A lot of my gaming is actually just on stream nowadays. I don't like this quest. What are we doing here? Oh, we're gonna crack this open. I have not even been paying attention to the actual game on screen. Let's go hit this thing real quick so that I don't forget. Also, why are people having mental breaks? Yeah, they'll survive. They had to eat insect meat, now they're sad. Well, you know what? That's their problem. Let me drink my water. I keep telling Ray that she should stream, and it'll totally be fun. I don't know what she would stream other than either cozy games or horror games, but it'd be one of the two. Alright, we're gonna set Infidave in here, and hopefully Infidave's not gonna explode. Worst comes to worst, we just have him run out as fast as he can. You do not have armor. Oh, Zeoposer does not have armor on. Oh shoot, we gotta build, how much? We can probably build like 1 or 2 sets of armor. Okay, so what was in there? There are people in there. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so I think we can just go in there. They do have weapons, but I think our weapons might be stronger. Oh, jeez. Oh, that guy actually had some decent gear. That one's about to snort cocaine. I get you in here. Okay, they're actually a little more deadlier than I anticipated. Okay, so Kefir is down because... Okay, too much injuries. And then all of you just switch to your swords and chop this guy up. Alright, you rescue him. And then... These guys... I guess... We'll just... Okay, you go back, and then... Let's just chop these guys up. Yeah. Oh, this one's got plasteel. Yeah, exactly. Well, to be fair, we had to save Infidave, who was dying of chronic getting stabbed by the people who popped out of the crypto sleep casket. Okay, we'll strip that. I want that. I don't really care for most of these. Maybe that's fine. The gold components and I guess the AR is okay. You can't really sell the AR. Plasteel. Recon armor. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I should be able to dismantle the crypto sleep caskets, and we'll take the medicine. Perfect. All right, we're ready to go. See? Very cool ship. All right. Our goal, though, is we do need to add additional cannons, so I want to add one here. Actually, I should have counted this. How many of these can I add? 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, whoops, here. 2. Okay, so the balance point is right around here. So the problem is that this is basically another... That's another 500 plasteel. And if you're doing the other side, it'd be like another 500. Do we need all super big guns? What if we replace the middle set with... What if we replace the middle set with the railguns? Realistically, do I need railguns? Okay, so I think it'll be charge autocannons. Let's do 3 on 3. Should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So do 3 on 3. And then we'll need... We need the projector. Sensor proximity tower. So I think we can go... Let's see, so probably one about here. Same on the other side, right about here. And then... Oh, we probably need shield projectors too. Ooh, that could be relevant. Alright, we might have to go do some trading. Well, we're gonna kill more animals so we can get more... things. Chitin, whatever. Stuff that we can sell. Trade for more plasteel. We're asking the real questions here. Do we really need railguns? Especially as we're gonna go fight some bugs today. I think this run will probably terminate next week. I think that we'll have reached a point where I'm comfortable saying we're done. Surprised we... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Yeah, this is why we're not launching anything. Yeah, let's get some high explosives in there. Thank you. Basically, we need to make sure we have tools to handle anything. Listen. We realistically don't need it, but I want it. And wanting is the greatest driver of human ingenuity since the dawn of time. So as long as there's a desire for it, there's always going to be a need for it. Also, why is my TPS has dropped rapidly? We're only hitting 120 now. Oh, jeez. We do not have enough beds. There are 20 beds in here. And that's not nearly enough. Wait, no, we have 21 beds. Okay. Yes. Yes, Ray, hello. Are you sending me something? You're gonna make me listen to 40 songs, what, while we're driving? Okay. Oh yeah, we're going to Toronto this weekend, so if anyone wants to give suggestions for things to do in Toronto, I'm always open. My ears are open. Ray's probably gonna make me listen to like Vocaloid music, I can guarantee it. She's gonna be like, listen to this Vocaloid song. And I'll be like, okay. No, it's not Vocaloid. Interesting. What's it gonna be? Let's go shoot this guy. This should be enough, right? 2 people is enough to kill this. Perfect. All right, let's go execute that. Now we have dinner. So here's the thing. There's a Vocaloid concert near me. I was thinking about getting tickets for it. It's on a Monday. There's like Miku Expo 2026. Apparently the tickets have nearly sold out already, even though it's pre-sale. They haven't even gone on full market yet. And the worst seats, the balcony, like upper veranda, super hard to see seats, $90. And I'm I'm debating if I want to even try going, because it's kind of hard to justify a ticket for a concert like that. But it is a Miku concert, and I did go to one a long time ago, like back in, God, it must have been like 2015 or 2014 is the last time I went to a Miku concert. The thing is, I don't know like modern Vocaloid music, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying that to be like a Vocaloid boomer. I'm saying that because I legitimately just do not know a lot of modern Vocaloid aside from the ones that are used often as meme songs or the ones that get really popular because of some kind of animation, like Rabbit Hole. Everyone knows Rabbit Hole because everyone's seen the animations, right? And Mesmerizer, and what's the other one that people are really into now? Like the Magical Girl. That's not Magical Girl. It's the one I think she does turn into a Magical Girl. I can't remember the name of it. And then if you ask me like what the Vocaloid songs that I like, I'm like, we're talking 40 MP from like from like the late 2000s, early 2010s, and things like Melt and Romeo and Cinderella, and you know, like we're talking like I'm basically like a Vocaloid boomer, okay? I'm essentially a Vocaloid boomer. I don't know any of the new stuff, and so if I went to a Miku concert and they started playing only new stuff, I'm gonna be so lost. That's why it's like if I listen to Vocaloid, like it's gotta be, give me the good boomer things. Like if you want to know my favorite Vocaloid song, I'll tell you. My favorite Vocaloid song is Ai Kotoba by Deco Nina, which is like the first one, not the not 2, not 3, just the original #1. I love that song. I also love a lot of other ones, like Happy Synthesizer is a lot of fun. And what was the other fun ones? Double Lariat, World's End Dance Hall, stuff like that. Stuff like that is a lot of fun to me. There's a certain vibe that I like when I listen to my Vocaloid music. Oh, you went to it last year? Okay, so they did play some of it. Okay. So what random knowledge are you going to subject me to? Now I'm kind of concerned. I guess we'll find out what that music's going to be in, when I'm driving. Maybe we need to leave this map because I don't know why my TPS is so low. We were doing so good on TPS recently, and then all of a sudden, like, just cratered. Maybe we do have too many pawns. Maybe we need to start purging some. Also, we need to put this leg on someone. Alright, Marksman, I may not be able to get you a new brain, but I can get you a new leg. I'm gonna replace your left leg with a bionic leg. Hopefully you'll succeed. Also ruins the experience. Is this music I'm gonna enjoy? What if you fall asleep halfway through the drive? Am I allowed to change the music then? Where's Marksman? I need you to get into this bed here so we can install your brand new funny leg. You won't fall asleep? Okay. Wait a second. Is it the what was it called? The Odyssey or whatever that epic was? That really big epic thing that I'm like blanking on the name of the term. I think I want to get automation, and I want to get the super cool battery. Advanced batteries require binary system, which requires... Okay, we can get it. Cool. Let me drink my water. I need to breathe. Okay. So yeah, we'll have to see. If I can get tickets for a decent price, I would not mind going to El Miku concert coming out in 2026. But if the tickets are too expensive, then, well, that sucks. I guess I'm not gonna go see Miku this year or ever again because I can't justify it. That's just the unfortunate reality. A lot of these concerts are just crazy pricey now because back in the day, you know, because music is proliferated through things like Spotify and online web services where the musician is not going to be making a lot of money, if any money at all. So where do they turn to get their money that they need to survive? Well, that's easy. They turn to the power of holding concerts, because that is a huge moneymaker. Holy cow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, so I assume these are just random storerooms. Oh, geez, yeah, look at that. Alright, well, I guess we have a lot of chem fuel now. Oh, I forgot to open these ones up to... That's why concerts are so expensive nowadays. If I'm lucky, there's like a... There is one hip-hop artist I like that I've gone to his concerts, and they've been wonderful experiences, but man, they do get pricey. Why is everyone about to have a mental break? What's happening? Oh, because we denied someone to join us, and minor pain, missing certain things. They need to serve. They'll be fine. Garm's on the verge of a mental breakdown, though. Maybe we should let that guy join, but we were gonna have to take care of a guy who was perpetually bedridden for the rest of his life. So it might not have been worth it. Okay. Well, I figure that they've made a lot of money previously, but I noticed that like at least tickets have gone up significantly over the past couple of years. I guess the demand for these live shows have just gone way up, not to mention merchandising sales and whatnot, and they do have a lot more control over that over the publisher. I guess it makes sense. Clearly, if I wanted to make money, I should just gone into the record label business and gone that way. But that's a thing that I don't want to do because I don't like making business deals. What was actually the last concert I went to? That was the one that I paid for and wasn't just free to go to. Oh, I know. It was the Flow. Flow was having a concert series in the US and I think Canada. If you don't know who Flow are, they're the ones who did like Fighting Dreamers or Jibuno, you know, from Code Geass. Good stuff, I'll say, if you enjoy that. Let's go crack open the other one. I'm gonna do this safely, so I'm gonna grab as many people with firearms as I can justify, bring them over here, and we're gonna crack this bad boy open. And hopefully nothing bad happens when we do this. Alright, let's go crack this open. We're gonna have Zeoposer. Oh, no, let's have Marksman crack this open. Just gonna go over here real fast, crack it open. Oh, that's a lot of bugs. Thankfully, we're ready for the bugs, right? Okay, if we can hit them, they'll probably get aggroed. Perfect. Okay, so now they're just gonna follow out of here. Perfect. Okay, we just gotta kill that before it gets too close to us. Perfect. Excellent. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna crack these open. Have Marksman do each of these. One after the other. I keep saying, though, that if I ever get a chance to go to a concert, that one concert I really want to go to, I've said it before, is if Girls on the Panzer, once they finish their movies and they are 100% for realsies done with the franchise, and they're going to do like a send-off concert, I want to attend that concert. It's just going to be basically a bunch of military music. I think it's going to be an amazing thing because they'll play like, you know, scenes from the show and have like the vocal, I don't know what you call it, like the voice dramas happening at the same time. Oh, that's what I want to attend. Let's crack this open. Hope Marksman doesn't die. Good luck, Marksman. What's in there? Okay, there's just one angry guy and also a lot of bugs. Oh, that angry guy has a flamethrower. Oh, geez, he just burned everyone. Oh, there's two angry people. Wow, that flamethrower did a lot of damage. Holy cow. Maybe we don't... Oh, geez, yeah, that guy's, Alright, well, he's dead. We gotta deal with the rest of this, though. Right, you rescue there. Let's go rescue them because I feel kind of bad that they just kind of got stuck in here. Let's try to keep them alive. They'll survive, probably. Okay, you go back. Marksman's gonna rescue that person once Marksman's not on fire anymore. Alright, you rescue them. You rescue them. Unholy, you can go back. I want Grubby to go crack this one open. And you can go back. Alright, we got a lot of injuries to tend to. That's unfortunate. Grab that. That's a lot of plasteel. Grab that. Skin hardening tech print's probably not super useful, but we'll crack the pulsar just to keep everyone a little happy. Grab that, grab that, grab that. All right, sounds good. I think we're in a pretty good position. We are still running out of fuel, and I am concerned that we may not have enough fuel for what we need. All right, so let's let the game run. I think everyone should survive without too much injury. Did Marksman get the new leg? Yes, okay, so Marksman's got that bionic leg. Cool. All right, we're gonna have everyone get tended to. We'll kill the bugs, we'll rip it for food, and then that should be fine. Anyways, fine. We'll do art streams next week. Maybe not like every single week. I think if I'm in the vibe to do it, I think I can do an art stream. I think what I also want to do is I don't want to just do Star Sector things, which was, you know, like as much as I want to work on that mod at some point, I want to release that. But I want to do, oh shoot. Commit? You're saying I should commit to an art stream every single week? I guess I could. Not the worst thing. Not impossible. Oh jeez, we gotta... See, Opposer's dying. Holy cow, the poor man has burns all over his body. Let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. Okay. They're all gonna live, I think. We can start dismantling these for parts as well. Bugs, I don't think are super scary. Okay, you can undraft, you can undraft. I think they're all tended to. We may need additional beds. You know, that's a fair point. Yeah, I do need to practice regularly. I do need to practice regularly. That's the only way to get better. But I think what I need to do is I need to make it fun. That's what I need to do. I need to make it fun. I need it to be so enjoyable that I want to do it more frequently. I think that's really what it is. I've got some ideas. That isn't just me being, as some would say, weird. Okay, let's also just flesh this out here, and that should be good. This ship design is very questionable. I gotta try my own Miku. You mean like when they did that trend about like, here's Miku from every country, here's Mexican Miku, here's Brazilian Miku, here's whatever Miku. Holy cow, this person joined us. I do not have room for all of these people. Which is a problem. Where is my... Okay, I might have to send these two off to the void. Alright, we're gonna send these two off to the void. I legitimately have no space to keep these two. So these two, Chiyoko and Daimos, are going to go to a farm upstate. Without anything of note. Just them and themselves. And we're gonna send them off 2 tiles away is fine. Alright, they ran out of food, but they'll be fine. They'll forage some berries. Oh, that's comfortable to replicate? I mean, that's true too. I think the other thing too is I need to get comfortable drawing other things. I notice that when I draw, there's certain aspects of characters that I am comfortable drawing, and there's certain aspects that I am incredibly bad at drawing. First of all, one, I don't know how to draw guys at all. Don't ask me to draw a male character. I also tend to draw very modest, petite type characters rather than larger type individuals, just because I never bothered to learn how to draw the chest. And I think that's like really the big part that I am unable to do. Also, we're gonna just make these guys... I think a hunting outpost is fine. They will hunt Muffalo and will give us Muffalo meat every quadrum. That's fine. Not the most exciting thing. Also, is the opposer going to survive? That is a lot of burns. Holy cow. You know, I've actually heard that. You're not just from you, but I've heard that if you really want to improve at being an artist, just draw porn is what I've heard, because you will be forced to study the shape of the human body to an extreme that you never thought possible. And I'm like, I see. And I heard this from an artist that I value their opinion, and I was like, I see. Now I'm not gonna do that. Unless I was desperate for money. In which case, I mean, there's always that joke about, you know, people are willing to, like, if someone offered you a fat stack of cash. Okay, here's the question. Like, if you're an artist and someone offered you like $800 to draw their furry character in a Speedo and also with certain aspects poking out, and it'd be a private commission, would you take it? $800 is $800 is all I'm gonna say. But it's the common joke about, like, yeah, furry artists and stuff like that. But I know it's also not a joke. I know it's a real thing that's happened. Also, hi, Normar, how are you? No, I know it's not a joke. I know it's a real thing that happens. There's the concept of the suspiciously wealthy furry, which we all know. Yeah. The suspiciously wealthy furry strikes again. Your next question is, what else do you want to make bigger? Honestly, though, I'd probably do the same thing. I'd be like, even at my art skills, at my current skills, if someone was like, hey, I'll give you $500 to draw this, I would be like, well, I'm gonna pull out the art book and study how to draw it now. I'd be like, all right, you gotta tell me what you're looking for, fam. $500 is $500. That's a lot of money. Let's do this real fast. Okay, let's do that. And okay, that's another pulsar though I could probably use. Alright, let's go rip those apart. For why is Teo Dragon on the version of another mental breakdown? Intense pain, deny joining, that'll go away. Even with the radio, they're not happy, huh? That's fine. But you have very clear list of things you won't do. Fair enough, yeah, if you don't like certain things, then obviously it makes sense that you would avoid it as much as possible. And you would not be willing to do it if you are uncomfortable. That makes sense. And that's perfectly understandable. I don't have a spot to store chem fuel, I just realized. We ripped through a lot of chem fuel, and I have no idea where to actually put it. I also need more plasteel. I think we're gonna go have to send some people out. Alright, I think we're gonna yeet Garm out, and hopefully Garm can come back with plasteel. Let's see. Okay, so some of these have not restocked yet. Although these, I don't think we've visited yet. So I think we might be okay trading here. So what I'm gonna do is, what can we sell? Well, we'll wait until we process the next stack of corpses first. No, you're alive. You're just very, very burned. In fact, you have a lot of burns on you. You may have lost about 50% of your body in burns. To be honest, you could do anything to be able to gain some cash. I think a lot of people are in the same situation. Just money is tight. That's why, like, artists make a decent amount of money, but it's just inconsistent money, really is what it is, right? Because you're relying on other people wanting to commission you, and if you don't have what people want, no one's gonna want to commission you. That's just how it is. They don't make bank. They make some cash, right? You're gonna make more money if you have a regular job, but having a regular job doesn't necessarily advance skills that you want to be advancing, right? But having a skill, like artistic skill, it is a very wonderful thing to have. Now I'm almost tempted to just draw for the last hour of this stream. I'm probably not going to, but for the right price, you would do a Raid Shadow Legend sponsorship. I would have to be paid a hefty sum of cash to be even willing to consider a Raid Legends Shadow Legend sponsorship. I hate the sponsorships that are like, we're not going to pay you anything unless you get a certain number of people to sign up for it. It's like, no, because I'm already giving you free advertising for the game. Like, you have to pay me actual cash first for some, like, a base rate, and then like an additional amount per conversion, right? Yeah, I know, that's why they can afford to sponsor everyone. The only game sponsorship that I've ever done and I actually succeeded in getting money out of was War Thunder. And I remember it because Immortal Artisan was the only one who signed up for it and actually was able to successfully go through it because it only applied to people who were playing from the US, Canada, and I think that was it. New signups specifically, because I think Infidave tried and it failed. That's the That's the only one that worked. No, don't feel bad, because it was the first time I tried to do one of those things. I've never done one ever again, and I have zero intention of ever trying to do another gaming sponsorship, quite frankly. Here's my opinion. Here's my opinion. And the reason why I don't do a lot of these wacky sponsorships or anything like that. I have the strong opinion that I should only ever take a sponsorship of a game or anything like product if I have, one, used it myself and I can vouch for it, or two, they send me a sample of it and I can vouch for it then. I don't want to ever do anything that's just like, click this link because I'm getting paid money to do it, because it's stupid, right? I think I'm not in a position where I have to sell my soul for money as a creator. I'm also not a big creator anyways. But even if I got bigger, I don't think I'd be willing to take sponsorships unless I knew whatever it is I'm shilling is something I would actually use myself. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, I like to think that I have some form of morals. Does this require line of sight? Oh, I know what's happening. This needs to all be hooked up to the same defense grid conduit network, and it's not, because that is 5 plasteel per tile. Yikes. So that's kind of my logic, right? So I remember, like, I would get emails of like, hey, do you want to shill, you know, one of those mail order meal kit programs? You know, the ones where they send you like a box of ingredients and you're told, cook this dish. And it had some pretty tasty conversions. Like, holy cow, if you got one person to sign up, you would get like $50. But then I'm like, you're asking me to sell what is essentially a subscription service that will run from like $1 to $200 every other week to people. And I know most people here, maybe half of you, would realistically be able to afford to do that, because the rest of you are smart enough to not wanting to do that because you are going to cook your own food with your own ingredients and not buying these ridiculous overpriced meal boxes, right? And some of you are also just not in the right region for it, because we have a diverse group of individuals from all over the world. We got Vietnamese, we got Filipinos, we've got Germans, we've got we got a whole diverse crew here. So a lot of you wouldn't even be valid for it, because unfortunately a lot of these sponsorships only care about US signups. It's like, that's one of the big problems. Like, a lot of these are strictly for US Canada, and some of them times not even Canada. And so, like I said, I would only shill things if I would only shill things if it's something that I would use myself. And a lot of times these things are not something I would use or play. Like, I will get emails where it's like, hey, do you want to do a sponsorship for like Star Trek, some Star Trek game, or Roblox, I think was one. Okay, I actually considered the Roblox one. I'm not gonna lie, I might have actually considered the Roblox one. The only reason I considered it is because I have played Roblox since 2008, which is when I was 13. I plugged my account into a website that calculates the value of your stuff. And let me pull it up again. I'm not gonna pull up the website, but I'm just gonna pull up the calculator again. And I think it said my account was worth like, let's see. I think it was worth like some 200,000 Robux or something, which you can convert to about $1,500 US, which was kind of nuts. I was like, dang. No, I would not take a Genshin Impact sponsorship. Absolutely not. I hate MiHoYo's games. My personal boomer video gamer take is I dislike MiHoYo content a lot. It's not anything wrong with the game itself. I just think their gacha is super super bad, and I don't want to ever do. I don't want to do that. Prefer not to involve money in your hobbies. I mean, that's true too. That's kind of why I don't like. It's kind of the reason why I also just never take any sponsorships, even though there's been opportunities. It's just now. That said, if I get a game key from a company that I support, like Hooded Horse, I'm not gonna say no, and I will gladly stream that, because that's not a sponsorship. It's more they're giving me an early access key to review or giving me something that I can play on stream. Now, granted, it's free advertising for them, but a lot of times it's gonna be something that I'm gonna be playing anyways. Like when they gave me a key for Manor Lords, it was a game I was probably going to buy anyways, and they're like, yeah, here's a key. So that's why I was willing to play games like that on stream, because I was gonna play it no matter what. They just happened to make it easier for me, you know, things like that. But yeah, no, never. I won't do Genshin. I am not gonna do Emerald Kaizo. I have self-respect. I do not want to suffer that badly. I like Nuzlocke. I don't like Nuzlocke that much. Oh, that one's dead, right? Probably. I am playing ZA, yes. I am playing Pokemon ZA. Even if BA came to me with a sponsorship, I'd probably be like, no, I can't. Like, there's a certain number of things that I just would not accept a sponsorship from, and it basically boils down to gambling. It basically boils down to gambling, and gacha kind of falls under the gambling aspect, because I've seen what that can do to people firsthand, and so I don't want to, you know, support it necessarily. What was the other one? There's like a few other things that I'm trying to think of that I wouldn't ever really support in terms of sponsorships. Obviously, I wouldn't take any not safe for work sponsorships. Like, that's another big one. Like if some company trying to shill their game of like Doki Doki Summer Ugu Beach Resort Builder, I'm just gonna be like, no, thank you. Like, that's not a thing. Okay, what do you mean the Daki? The Daki is perfectly fine. I know we talked about like modest character design stuff before, but all I'm gonna say is the Daki is probably one of the this Daki design is probably like the most, I don't even know what you want to describe it. It's probably one of the most tamest designs you'll ever see, right? Seriously. Like, it's probably one of the most tamest designs you'll ever find of a Dakimakura ever. And I think that's beautiful, because it's there's not a lot of lewds. It's not lewd at all. Did it making a profit? No. No. It never made a profit. I lost significant amounts of money on it. I never made a profit on it. Would you try 4 Jobs Fiesta for Final Fantasy V without experiencing the game? Well, there's something. Maybe. Like I said, I would be okay playing like Final Fantasy type stuff. I think that's fine. I'm trying to think what else. But anyways, enough about the gacha talk. It's just gonna get, everyone's got their opinions, and we all know that it's not gonna be a productive discussion. It's not gonna be a productive discussion. What are the other things that I know there's a few other things, but basically, like I said, that's the general gist of what I would not accept a sponsorship from. Basically, like I said, if I ever am gonna shill a product on stream, it has to be something that I have played or consumed, and I would be okay supporting, shilling whatever that thing was. The other thing too, and this is the big thing that I dislike significantly, I basically do not want to take, I know I'm a small creator and none of that, and like I really don't have a leg to stand on, but I heavily dislike the affiliate sponsorship methodology. I think that's one of the worst and probably the most predatory ways to do things. Now, I get a lot of companies do it that way for a reason, because they can't guarantee person X is going to give them a conversion, right? Unless you're a bigger creator, in which case you can accept those types of sponsorships. I got an email, I got a message like a while ago from some it's basically gamer subs essentially, like it's not the exact company, but they made the same product essentially, a gamer hydration powder that you mix in with water and you make a drink. And their method was to say, hey, we'll give you an affiliate link, put our banners on your stuff, and every time someone buys it, you know, we'll give you a portion of the cut, right? Essentially, if you're someone who's basically not going to be able to convert those eyeballs into clicks, into purchases, you're essentially just giving a company free advertising. And I don't like that. So I basically just don't bother with anything like that. And one of the biggest ones that happened, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but there was a company a few years ago called Artisan Computers or something like that. It was some company where their whole shtick was they were making bespoke gaming PCs, and like they would offer people, like they would offer streamers an affiliate program where if they got a certain amount of people to buy a PC from them, they would get their own gaming PC from this company. Their PCs were marked up by like 50 to 100% above the retail price of the components used in these machines, okay? Like we're talking 3080 PCs, like PCs that had 3080 for like some $3,000-$4,000. It's nutty. And they actually messaged me about this, and I looked at their message and I was like, well, let me push my luck. And so I said, I'm not comfortable doing this for free. You got to pay me like a flat rate, and I will put your banners and stuff on my channel. And this is like years ago when I was smaller. And they're basically like, you're not big enough. I'm like, all right, that's fine with me. I don't care. Because I don't think it's worth giving companies free advertising like that. Like they want to advertise on me. They want me to show their stuff. They better give me something in return. Yes, Artisan Computers refusing to give the computer to small streamer was really scummy, and also the company went bankrupt. And a lot of people who bought PCs from them will never receive that PC, and they will never get their money back. They are basically out thousands of dollars because when the company went bankrupt, a lot of the assets were sold to basically whoever was the highest bidder. And if you picked up those assets, you were not obligated to, you know, complete the builds that Artisan Computers had not finished completing or finished. So a lot of those people, they just will never receive that PC, and I think that's really tragic. Like, it's really sad. You wonder if this has ever happened, game devs hiring players? I mean, that's happened before. I think game devs hiring players is not that uncommon. People I knew when I played Roblox way back in the day, they ended up getting picked up by the company themselves. Like, they now work for Roblox. People who work on mods for something like Project Zomboid, in their latest thing, they said, hey, we picked up some of these what's it called, like mod developers, and now they work for the people who make Zomboid, who's the company name I'm forgetting now. So Roblox is a very bad is a bad example in the sense that today it's really bad. Back then Roblox was a lot more, I guess, bespoke, artisanal. It wasn't as bad as it is today, but back in the day when I played, like 2008 to 2010, a lot of stuff was like you couldn't cash out on Roblox at the time. Nowadays, since you can cash out on Roblox and it's much more of a global platform, the predatory programming was way worse. But a lot of times people were just making things for fun, and so some of the people who made stuff that I talked to and were friends with, they ended up ultimately getting a position at Roblox. Now, granted, this was way back in the day, and nowadays it's not really the same thing anymore. Roblox has changed a lot since I played. You don't understand. The Roblox that I played back in the day is not the same as the Roblox that exists today. It is way more advanced and way more questionable, especially with the sheer amount of quote-unquote dating games in there, or experiences, which is really weird. So it's very strange. It's very, very strange nowadays. So I don't ever recommend playing that game unless you know what you're doing. How have we not reloaded this thing with missiles yet? Where did my missiles go, actually? Did I lose them? PGM... Wait, where's the PGMs? Did I not make any? Huh. I have somehow lost all of my missiles, and I need to fill this with missiles. That is strange. We need plasteel. Alright, we're not gonna stay here too long. I do want to leave here at some point, so let's just quickly chop some trees. Because we'll turn that into chem fuel, and then we're gonna go load this up with various things we can sell. What else can I sell? Sandstone, marble, hive piece. Sell the yayo, the go juice. I think most of these we keep. I think we can sell the revolvers, and the AR, and the knife. Okay, and then take all the silver with us. Pack it in. Where's Garm? Garm's gonna go off on trade. Your mom plays Roblox. I don't know what to tell you. That's unfortunate. That's that is a little strange. Don't worry, Normar's always flashbanging. Also, I don't know what happened, but I just realized YouTube started doing this the other day, but apparently YouTube now just shows me your handle instead of like your display name. It's very strange. I don't know why they do that now. YouTube makes a lot of strange choices. Like, I know they did like that UI update that everyone hates. I don't know why. A lot of companies like to change the UI for no reason, and then they start wondering, why does everyone hate our change? It's like, well, maybe because you did it very poorly. Right, what are we buying here? Plasteel. I need my... Oh, they might not have plasteel yet. I think I was here recently. Yeah, okay, I got plasteel. Sell that. Sell the knife. Revolver. AR. Keep everything, no plasteel. Okay, that's fine. So then we should be able to hop over to the next town, which is here. The Dark One, trade. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I can't believe your surname was actually the Art Slime. I knew it the whole time. It was all a ruse. Got it. Trying to think like what other game. Oh, I don't know. Oh, let's just buy this. Plasteel and look, that's a lot of plasteel. I can actually just walk back with that, so I can probably buy like another 200. Okay. So we bought that out, and then we'll go to the next one, and then we'll head back to the main town. We probably won't be able to drop on a insect hive today, but we'll try probably next week. And next week might be the finale. Maybe the ship's not going to be fully ready. This one does not have any plasteel for us to buy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. We have enough fuel, I think, to travel a little bit further, right? Let's go here. Yeah, we have just enough. This pelican is surprisingly fast at traversing the planet. We'll get that plasteel. We should be able to build at least 2 more of these turrets, and that should be good to go. Unfortunately, we don't have the capacity to make our own plasteel because I don't have Rimworld installed, which is the main way people do that. All right, grab that. Let's go back. All right, launch back, and let's just go right here. I probably could do a orbital scanner, but it's fine. I actually haven't gone into space that much in this run, surprisingly. I think it's just because it's really hard to maintain a crew this large, I do think we should at least kill the mech hive. I think killing the mech hive would probably be a good finisher, although that's gonna be really difficult if we're gonna need a lot of food. So before we do anything like that, we gotta make sure we're really ready, and that may or may not involve multiple shield projectors, because holy cow, this thing eats up a lot of space. There's a... Okay, so how big is this? Okay, so there are 3x3s. There is no space for me to actually put this anywhere, which is a problem. We may have to move things around here a bit. We'll figure that out in a bit. Okay, so we'll wait for Garm to come back. I still love this animation. Look how beautiful this is. I love watching this. Can I center on it? No, okay. This really just needs battle music playing. I have a lot of... Oh yeah, actually I'm running out. I have a lot of shelving here that I probably need to start filling up. This was storing armor and helmets and clothing that apparently we ran out of, so we need to make sure we have more of them. More Super Citizen Casuals, please. Actually, we should make sure this holds 6 or 4. Let's make sure we always have 4 at a time. Do until we have 4. Make it out of whatever we have lying around. Alright, so now we have another couple plasteel, and that should be good to at least build a few more turrets. We have... Let's see. So we can build 1, 2, 3 turrets, and we'll need to find a way to get bullets in them as well. None of these meteors have that one does. Actually, is there any other tile here? We could keep moving north, or we could move to the west and get ready to strike at the mech hive. I think we'll move west. I don't think we need any more... I don't think we need that mechanoid platform grav core. I also don't want to go to... We could also try to go to one of these architectural ruins. Make our way over here. There's a lot of town. There's a high density of towns, which could lead to some interesting options. Plus, there's not much left here, anyways. I think we got everything. Ah, wait. However, the bugs are attacking again. What are we fighting? Oh, jeez, that's an insectoid princess and venomites. Okay. Alright, so I think they should... Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you. Get everyone down here. And then whoever's here with a good shot. Alright, Riston will man this thing. These two over here. Alright, so how far are they coming from all sides? Oh, they are coming from all sides. Interesting. The bugs are approaching. Well, kind of. At least that one didn't live very long. We might need to send a few to the upper area. Let's get Ladronis up here too. One of the biggest issues is that there's not a lot of space for turrets. We might need some firing areas for our own pawns to kind of just chill at, but we haven't set that up yet either. Maybe we should. I think we gotta bug these bugs over here. Still, tragically, Ixonia can't kill anyone, so that's fine. Let's get Ladronis down here. I think if we can just get a few pot shots on those bugs, they'll make their way over here. Anyways, if Ray wants, maybe we'll design a winter casual outfit if I can figure out what I would want that to even look like. Come on. Come on. Okay, shoot the princess. One shot at the princess should be enough to trigger, and nope, they are just ignoring us. Okay. Okay, they just don't want to approach. Alright, you know what? I'll just undraft everyone. Just undraft them. We'll figure it out once they get close. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm excited to do Train Game tomorrow. I know Train Game didn't pan out last week too well, so I'm hoping that tomorrow's Train Game stream will be a lot more exciting and we can actually build proper networks. I was actually looking for my save that I did a long time ago when we were doing the Great American Rail Network, and I was actually surprised to find it. I could not remember where I had saved the bloody file, and then I found it randomly, and I was surprised. In case anyone was wondering what that looked like, let me pull it up real fast, because I can open up multiple games on my stream without breaking. Let me pull it up. I was actually surprised I found it, because we started in 1950, and it was 1969 by the time we were playing this, and we actually did manage to build a railroad all the way from San Francisco, leading all the way this the Central Corridor, which is the California high-speed rail network, which is we're trying to match it in real life. So you get all the way to Madera, Fresno, Bakersfield, Lancaster, and then we actually made it to LA. So I was actually kind of surprised that I found the file because I could not find it before. So we're not going to continue that file, but I just thought it was kind of a cute little, hey look, I found it again type deal. Anyways, the bugs are coming and we need to get ready. You got a gun, you gotta get over here now, because those bugs are not happy. Okay, so turrets are active. Let's see if this is enough to gun them down. Granted, the autocannons are really strong if they can actually see the target. As long as they can't get too close. Oh, and I can set force target on each one individually, right? Alright, the princess is approaching. Kill it when she arrives. There's another small stack coming in. I think we need like additional turrets, like here, probably over here. That's fine. Where's the princess? Okay, princess is dead. So they are going for the small turrets to literally no one's surprise. This happens every single time. I'm starting to wonder if these M51 charge autocannon turrets are a little strong. Just a little. They might be a little unnecessary for fighting off insects. The insects just explode on contact is basically what I'm trying to get at, and I'm not sure if that's necessary. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about them doing anything. Alright, no space for new bodies, right? No. Okay. I guess, yeah, okay. In vanilla, they're probably a lot more balanced. I think in Combat Extended, they're way more powerful than anything everyone would have ever wanted it to be. Let's not everyone eat their food. I think we'll just get out of here. Let's skedaddle. Yeah, let's get out of here. Alright. We travel further away. We're gonna go this direction. Let's see. There is lake with an island. Abandoned colony. Always sunny. Increased fish. Sure, that sounds fun. We actually haven't expanded the ship in a while, and I'm feeling like we should probably expand it out a little bit. Oh, okay, so using core CE, so, and I know the large caliber ones are really strong. I guess that makes sense. I guess you don't, yeah, you don't have to make a custom. I just thought it was really funny, like how quickly they demolish those bugs. I guess on one hand, it makes the ship basically immune to enemies, for the most part, if I'm willing to add more turrets scattered around the entire thing. Maybe adding the small turrets would have been a really good idea too, although I think they're manned. Okay, where are we landing? That is an island with a lake, but I thought the island was going to be a lot more, well, in the center. That's not in the center. I guess we'll just plop down here is fine. Someone had a great take on CE. I'm kind of curious, what was their take on CE? Obviously, the way I do it, it's a little nonsensical. Ah, power trip. I think for me, I just like it because it makes gunplay a little bit more involved, I guess. Even though it's not necessary. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. So this, I'm gonna expand out. We need I want a turret here. Or at least like a firing pod. So it's gonna be under Odyssey. Let's expand this out. I think like this is fine. Let's do that, and then we'll figure out from there. Which is why I struggle so much. Wait, which parts? I'm pretty sure I engage with most of it, right? Or maybe I'm selectively choosing to not engage with some of it so I can pretend like I'm, you know, giving myself a challenge, because otherwise I would be too powerful for the game to withstand. That's another high quality piece of logic right there. I'm just too good at the game, so I have to purposely gimp myself, or else the game will fall apart. Maybe my streaming has all been a ruse. Maybe I've actually been an expert at every game I play, but for entertainment purposes I have to be bad. You never know. You never know. Totally not copium. Okay. What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean it's physically not just for me to be good at video games? Listen. Listen. I can be good at video games too. You should see me when I'm playing Butterfield. I'm actually not that bad at Battlefield, okay? Maybe it's because I played it a little too much. Alright, we gotta make sure everyone's free to go explore. Alright. Explore, my dear comrades, and then let's go rip apart anything here. Is there any plasteel on the map? Let's find out. Plasteel. Okay, there's no plasteel on the map. That's it. Whatever we got is whatever we got. That's fine. Let's kill the wildlife too. Let's kill everything here. We'll kill the buffaloes later. We'll kill everything else first. Perfect. It'll get us a lot of furs that we can use and maybe stop having to eat insect meat all day. Okay. Listen, it's not copium. It could be true. I might actually be good at video games. You don't know. There's actually some video games where I'm actually somewhat, if not incredibly competent at. It's just... I don't know. Let me look at my library of games and I can explain one or two of them, probably. I'm competent at XCOM. Kind of. If even I think I deserve an Oscar. Okay, here's the thing though. Like, legitimately, one of the biggest issues when streaming and playing games, some people have the skill to do this. It's where they can play the game at an expert level while also remaining entertaining and streaming. For me, I think when I stream, the general competency drops significantly if I'm playing by myself and I'm not like having to focus on being entertaining at the same time. I'm actually very good at certain video games, especially strategy games, which are like my bread and butter and my forte. But for whatever reason, as soon as the streaming turns on, my brain has to be split between so many different directions, and it is actually a lot of mental effort to try to be entertaining, when a lot of times I don't think I actually am entertaining. I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a lot of times I am a very boring person who just somehow yaps and people are willing to listen. Like, if I had a podcast, people might actually listen to it. I don't know what I would talk about, but like, that's the general vibe that I feel like. This is essentially a 4-hour podcast with a video game attached to the background. At least that's sometimes how it feels. It is good vibes, exactly. Also, hello, Flaming. How are you, comrade? I'm doing pretty good. Also, if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to do that Christmas album thing, because good lord, that thing is at 56% already. That thing is getting really close to completing. I'm kind of surprised at how many people have actually contributed. I'm gonna have to commission a Christmas art album for it. Don't make a podcast as a midlife crisis for crying. No, I would never make a podcast. Because the thing is, if I made a podcast, I don't even know what I would talk about. Welcome to my podcast. Today, I'm going to talk about what I had for breakfast. I did not eat breakfast. I actually do not eat breakfast. Actually, you know what would be my midlife crisis? I'll tell you my midlife crisis. My midlife crisis would be starting a travel vlogging channel. I am not even joking. I found this one YouTube channel the other day. Randomly showed up in my recommended feeds. And I had been consuming his content like crazy. Because it's just interesting. It's a guy who basically does Japanese travel vlog content, but his shtick is that he goes to all these places that are not the normal locations. He did a video the other day where it's like he was going to travel from Tokyo Station to Hokkaido on only local trains. I don't have to explain why that is a very questionable idea. I need to figure out how to fix my eyes again. There we go. I haven't actually done this look in a while. Hey, comrades, look at me. Look at me. I'm tired. I've seen too much. And I'm hungry. I only had soup today. And also chicken tenders, which were very delicious. Yummy. Oh shoot, I gotta do the thingy again. How do I fix this? How do I put on the stash? There we go. Hola, senor. Welcome to mi casa. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. Alright. Oh. Wait. What? How do I... What did I... Why is it on... Why is it attached to the same button? I'm really Okay. Oh wait, I know. Okay. Got it. Okay, I got it. I know what's happening. Okay. Yeah, I attached the mustache to the shade overlay, and so when it went up, I'm like, what is happening here? Okay. That was a cute trick. I've never done that before. That was fun. Actually, what I need to eat salads. Like, after I ate Korean barbecue the other day, I just felt I've been feeling super greasy and needing something clean to eat. So I should probably consume, I don't know, a plain sandwich. A nice tuna salad sandwich I think would be a perfect meal. What is what is jardineras? What is that? Jardineras. What is jardineras? A window box? Like, wait, what? I typed in okay, wait. Is it like a bean salad? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Traditional Guatemalan enchiladas or jardineras. Let's see. Made with ground beef and piled high with veggies. Carrot, potatoes, peas, white rice, and corn. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty tasty, actually. Actually, you know what I need? You know what I want? I just want, like... I want sushi. And I'm not talking about, like, those really crazy deep-fried rolls that have, like... You know, spicy mayo and tempura. Because sushi is healthy if you don't have that. If you're just eating fish and rice, that's really clean and simple. But when you start adding things like spicy mayo and unagi sauce or a plethora of other sodiums and other flavoring agents, it becomes very unhealthy very, very quickly. So one of my favorite things to eat is just a very simple yellowtail roll where it's just green onion, yellowtail, and rice. It's very, very yummy. My favorite thing to eat. I actually found out that, I don't know why I only realized this, but I could buy like a container of sliced sashimi from the local Asian grocery store, and it's way cheaper than buying sashimi from a restaurant. And I just noticed that it was like really cheap, so I've just been buying that quite a bit. You can buy like a whole fillet, it's like maybe 20 bucks, slice it up, and you can get like 5-6 meals out of it. Go into Freebird because it's very nice, simple whistling. Listen, it's the Rimworld OST. It's just so good. It's so relaxing. I love the Rimworld OST. It's probably like one of my favorites, just because it really does kind of capture the vibe of that space western. I think the next colony, we're definitely not gonna do a ship. As much as I enjoy doing the ship-based colonies, I think we need a moment to just relax and embrace the finer, simpler things of existence, right? We don't have to go out and fly around everywhere with our mobile colony. Let's have a nice, big, fat base. Maybe we do another cowboy colony. We haven't done that in a while. I remember when we did the cowboy colony. You know what I remember specifically about that colony? The 500-man raids is what I remember. Because the absurdity of it all, where I did not install raid compression, the mod, and people just kept buying raid after raid after raid, and by the time it was all said and done, the game was running at like 10 TPS as 500 raiders descended upon the colony, and then someone would buy military aid, and then we would have 600 colonists on the map. Not to mention, I had like, what, 50 people to... I didn't have 50. I think I had like 30 colonists to fend off that giant horde. They killed you? Yeah, I know they would have killed me. It's... Well, I think what I did was I had raid compression. And I think I set it so that they didn't get any buffs at all. Or they got very minor buffs. Like, there's a cap to it. So, it was a little insane. Oh, actually, yeah, that's right. We want to do the Space Rock Colony. I forgot about that. I think we'll do a Space Rock Colony. I think that'd be fun, too. Alright, let's also, build this out. So what I want to do here... Oh, right. Okay, that's all. Lynx is hunting Exonia. Where's Exonia? Where's the Lynx? Hey, there's a Lynx over there. You have a gun? You do not have a weapon. Alright, you don't have a weapon. You have a weapon? Alright, get over here. Alright, you're gonna need to shoot that Lynx over here. Okay, you also shoot the one down there. Perfect. Alright, now we can let Exonia free. And an infested module has crashed. Alright, we'll ignore that. You do Cowboys with unique revolvers from Odyssey, but without CE getting in the way. Oh, jeez. Oh. I wasn't paying attention, and I looked at my mini-map, and I saw a lot of the red... Okay, let's get out of here. I want to get out of here, but we gotta deal with this now. Okay, the Helldivers music is actually relevant here. Alright, Garm's got weapons. Alright, maybe we can shoot down whatever we can. Oh, Jesus. Get them over here quickly while they're trying to gun them down as fast as possible. The crossfire's at least doing a lot. Alright, you don't have a gun. Oh, you do have a gun. Okay. You have a gun too, right? Let's quickly knock this one out. Port destroys my port. You switch to your sword, smash it. Okay, then you switch back to your rifle, start shooting at the long-range buggers that are flying in. Alright, no, don't aim that way. Aim towards the big one. Let's even kill the big one now. You know what? Maybe I should just do an ice sheet colony. We'll just do an ice sheet colony and see if I can do it. No combat extended, just the ice sheet. Let's turn... Okay, you're free. Oh, it'd go absolutely very poorly. And I'd actually have to rely on base game mechanics to survive. I can't believe there's so little faith in me in succeeding. I knew it. No one has faith in me playing this game correctly. Oh, the tragedy. My skill as a Rimworld player has degraded so badly because I just play obnoxious mods that ruin the game balance. Oh wait, can I hit this here? Is that what the next colony should be? Wild man start? Oh jeez, this thing is impossible to... Wait, okay, this thing's... Okay, I thought for some reason these things will spawn bugs when they're destroyed, but they don't. Okay. Alright, give this a second. Alright, maybe, how about this? Maybe after the next run, I think I kind of want to do the space base run. We'll do a... What's what I'm thinking of? We'll get some opinions on what mods to run, or what concepts to run for a hardcore challenge run. Or if I die in the game, I die in... Oh, jeez, there's another raid. Oh, because that wasn't the raid the first time. That was just the insect ship crashing in. Okay. Shorts are doing what they can, but a lot of these actually don't have any bullets, which is the issue. They can shoot whatever they can. We did wipe out half of them. However, we can't reach the rest of them, and I have not set this up yet, which is the issue. We'll do what we can, but there's a lot of these things. Right, the turrets are probably not going to survive the fire. Yeah, it's just too much. Okay. Alright, undraft everyone. Set this to unrestricted. Let's put that fire out before it gets too harsh. Winter cold. The coldest temperature shows was supposed to be -5 in this because right after rolling out, you want to try to purely vanilla. We'll play as anima tree worshippers. Oh, and then you got murdered by the climate adjusters. What is VFE Tribals? I've actually not played VFE Tribals before. Let me look it up. VFE Tribals Rimworld. Let's see how bad this is. How nasty is this? Continue playing for... Okay, have fun, Kahila. Enjoy Final Fantasy V. I hope you have a grand time. Okay, wild men start. Start with a bunch of wild men with absolutely no knowledge of anything. Basic research, brutal beginnings. Oh, you have to do a ritual to advance the next tech level. Cornerstones. New low-tech weapons, just sharp throw spikes and deadly stakes. Okay. You can't even research. Wait, what? Oh, wow. This is... Yeah, you don't even know how to make fire. You don't even know how to dig rocks. You have to learn how to dig rocks. That's, That's vaguely cursed. Just a touch cursed. God. It just seems like suffering. You can't even do firefighting unless you learn how to, unless you research fire. Wait. Oh my god, this really is just like Unga Bunga cavemen from the get-go. I kinda wanna try this actually. I actually want to try this. I think I would just strip out most of the mods, and if I can just make it to industrial, I would call it a success. Oh my god, that actually sounds kind of fun. It's a very interesting spin on Rimworld. It's painful. What if I did it in the ice sheet too? I think I would just die instantly. I don't think you can survive if you just wild man ice sheet. There's no way. How painful are we talking about here? Watching your friend do it. I mean, I know there's no way you can survive ice sheet like that, because if you're not going to have access to... Where's the buffalo? You're not going to have access to fire. You're dead. Yeah, if you can't build walls, you're dead. Because even if you don't have fire, if you can build walls at the very least, you can, you know, build around a steam vent, and you can survive that way for heat. By 2 hours? Oh, really? That bad, huh? Okay, well... What if that's the Halloween special? The Halloween special was actually doing the wild man start. Now, we'll play an actual horror game, because I think Ray wants to also see a horror game. Okay, let's... we killed all these. Alright. There we go. Well, you don't even have weapons? Really? Are you supposed... Okay, wait, hold on. Let me read this again. I'm reading the Steam page real quick, just because I'm very curious of the specifics of this. Okay. So you don't have fire, you don't have construction, you don't have agriculture, you don't have medicine, you don't even know how to do doctor. You can't do any animal handling, you can't do... Oh, you literally just cannot do anything. From the get-go. Unless you can get research. How do you get research points? Animal trap. Research spot. Okay, you need a research spot. You basically sit there and think. Interesting. Huh. Tribal gatherings, there's a new ritual to conduct research in animal and Neolithic tech eras. Becomes unavailable once you advance to medieval. Oh, so you collect research points and it just gets allocated randomly? Okay. That's so funny. This is kind of cursed. I'm actually reading it. It actually sounds kind of interesting. Although the real problem is, I think, if you run into, like, not just wild animals, but insectoids or mechanoids, especially in vanilla, they'll just rip you apart. You're just dead. What if you combine it with that mod that allows you to move between tiles? There's a mod that allows you to just keep, like, wandering. Like, if you move to the edge of the map, it loads the next tile over. That could be kind of interesting, actually. Like a roaming nomadic caveman colony? Now the gears are turning, and now I'm kind of curious to see how that would pan out. Amnesia Dark Descent. I don't think I played that myself, but I'll take a look at it. Like the Native Americans? Yeah, kind of like the Native Americans, except just, you know, less advanced. I could see that being an interesting run, possibly. I could definitely be convinced to do it, but I think we'll do that maybe after the... Let me think, hold on. It's currently October, end of October. So first week in November, we finish this colony. We do a space run. There's no way they're going to announce another expansion in February, right? Or in... They're not going to release another expansion in March, right? They wouldn't do that to me, right? Maybe they would. It's because we do need to do Nekograd in February. So yeah, I'm thinking we could probably try slotting it in. I think basically it's, do we do a space colony or do we do a wildman colony? Because now I'm actually interested in this. Like, looking at this, it actually seems really like a unique concept. It's gonna go so poorly, but I'm actually, like, very intrigued by this. Space, you want to see the space-based colony? Okay. Is there anything else we need from this tile, other than all that steel that we're grabbing that we can't actually process because we have too many components? You know what, we should probably set this to 75. We can fit 75. Same with all these other ones. Oh, I can't mass edit these, okay. 75, 75, and 75. Well, maybe I'll give it a few test runs before stream just to test out how it pans out. We can all be cavemen. Maybe I'll even speak like a caveman during stream. Really get into the unga bunga vibe. Okay, so our next goal, where can we fly to? I don't think we have enough range to reach this, so we'd have to fly over, I think, one more... Maybe 2 more jumps, and I think would be good. Also, I do need to expand this out, because we need to get the additional engines. So we'll put 1 more here and here. We can slap an engine there and there. Get rid of this tile, get rid of this tile. Hopefully we can slam that out, because I'm just trying to expand how far the ship can go. What do you think of the ship design overall, though? I think it looks okay. I think if these embrasures could have the diagonal look like the grav ship could, I think this would look a lot nicer, but unfortunately we didn't get that opportunity. Also, just kind of don't look how some of it does appear. Could put a heavy auto turret here. Put 1 on each side like that. And now we have 2 heavy auto turrets that are very, very ready to handle anything if we can figure out the munition for it. Anyways, I'll consider it. Like I said, I'll consider it, but I know the space one is what people want. I was considering doing a HAR race for it, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe just vanilla humans is fine. I think I kind of just like playing with humans. That said, there was a couple ones that I was kind of interested in seeing. Also, I forgot I need to download this poured concrete mod. Forgot to install that one earlier. Actually, what made you decide to make a concrete mod? That's my question. I saw that, and I was like, interesting. Concrete in my Rimworld? Okay, let me use the restroom real quick. I need to pee. I've been, like, holding it in. Alright. Let's just build up these turrets real fast and figure out what bullets these need. And then, actually we can just do it this way. So these require 14x5, 114, which is a very large caliber. So 114. And I think we'll just give them, you know what? I think these could probably use APHE rounds. I think it's unnecessary, but I think it's way more fun to have explosive bullets go blast our enemies into oblivion. Anyways, we also have our vertical missile launcher. So basically, if we get some plasteel, the turrets are going to be ready. So here's the plan. I think next week we'll try to finish this colony up. My goal is we'll try to land at a nest and just try to gun it down into oblivion, see how bad it is. And if it's not too bad, we'll gun another one down, and another one, and another one. We'll bring the whole ship in. I don't think it's realistic to send 4 pawns in at a time because they're all going to explode into a million tiny pieces. There's just too many enemies, and they can't really stun that many bugs fast enough to survive. And so it's just easier if everyone moves as a group. The whole ship falls down. We send the whole super destroyer after them and put an end to the enemy that way. Okay. Let's see. Who's alive? What did I raid recently? Alright, I don't know who's alive right now, but go say hi to Hooby, who is the person we're gonna raid today. Raid Hooby-chan, who is playing Resident Evil 2. Alright, comrades, I am a little tired already. Partly because I have to get ready for a long day tomorrow. So here's the raid message. Tomorrow we're playing the funny train game, okay? I swear the economy will be better this time, and we will actually build some cool Japanese railroads. I'm very excited to try to build our own Shinkansen. I've been watching a lot of videos of people playing OpenTTD. I love the game. Say hi to Hubi, playing some RE2. Good night, everyone, and maybe I will be better at coming up with random topics. I definitely noticed that during these streams, I am way better at talking during the first 2 hours, and then when we get to the second half, it just becomes yapping about whatever's happening on screen. I'll try to get better at that, I promise. Anyways, comrades, good night. Thanks for joining on Rimworld. Next week will be the final episode of, I think, this wacky-tacky colony. I think I've reached the point where I'm comfortable, and if we just did any more of this, it's just gonna be a lot of the same stuff over and over again. So say hi, and goodbye, good night, enjoy your evenings.